Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Now we won't go back home today, until the very last hour. We still got a few more days to slay, It's gonna get get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm.
Alright guys, hey, welcome here. Getting into Game 1's Champ Select. I'm joined here at the caster desk by MightyRai. My name is Go4ino. And yeah, we're starting a little late in the pick and ban. As you can see, we already got all 3 bans down for Skyward, and only 2 out of 3 bans down for NF. Little unfortunate, but we do see the Yasuo, Orion, and Vel'Koz bans leveraging a lot of bans towards that mid lane from the side of Skyward.
Yeah, I mean, what is this? We see 3 mid lane bans from Skyward eSports. I mean, mid lane is the heart and soul of all the lanes. I mean, it's just right down the middle. If mid lane does really good, it doesn't matter what your bot lane or your top lane does. It only matters on what your mid laner does with that advantage. And by advantage, I mean, like, you know, roaming around, getting more ganks on the bot side, you know, setting up even potential plays to get that rolling. So either way, Graves and Jhin pick for NF Unlimited.
Yeah, both ammo champs gonna be locked in for the side of NF there. Graves, good jungler early on, especially able to assert dominance, farm up well, has great counter ganks. Not entirely sure about his ganks. They're probably alright. And Jhin is just overall powerhouse ADC right now. The insane 2 item spike he gets from the Stormrazor rapid fire combo, not to mention how strong Hail of Blades is on him, just propel him really far up. But Varus is going to be the response for the bot lane of Skyward to go with that Braum.
What is that video on YouTube about Jhin? It's I think it's under I Go Fast, something like that.
The fast.
Oh, the fast. Okay, yeah. So what Go4ino's talking about with the 2 item spikes is how fast and how much crit damage Jhin does, especially for the 4 shots. Because first of all, you do get somewhat of attack speed only for the reasons of the Stormrazor proc. Stormrazor gives you a lower cooldown proc because you gotta stop auto attacking, but you could make that until like 1.3 second, I believe. So you make it like 1.3 seconds, so every time Jhin fires and doesn't shoot the next auto attack, Stormrazor will crit like almost automatically the next time. So it's really good, especially for a champion that can only shoot 4 times. Morgana is also a great pick here for the Jhin combo. I mean, can't be stunned, can't be silenced, can't be locked down, but it depends if X Street can get to MightyRai in time.
Yeah, and Morgana Jhin bot lane is pretty powerful because their CC combo is absolutely devastating if you land it on the right target. Might be a little tricky because there is the Braum shield in the way that can block a ton of the incoming damage and just stop the CC chain. But if the MightyRai and X Street do manage to get one good combo onto Skyjack's Varus, that could spell a death or at the very least a lot of damage. We're now finished with the second ban phase. 2 mid lane bans coming out from the side of Skyward, whereas NF going for those 2 top lane bans.
Wow. My eyes do not deceive me, nor does yours in the viewers right now. That is 5 mid lane bans. And, you know, NFU, Nightfall Unlimited are going to answer back with just 2 bot lane bans, potentially Camille jungle ban, or top could be flex. Gangplank can also be flex, mid, and tops. But either way, those are some good champions to ban out. The Ultimatum for the lockdown, the Cannon Barrage for an insane global ult. You know, it adds a lot of pressure, team fights or objective wise, and now we see a Darius and a Zed locked in.
Oh crap, I was looking at the stream size behind, I was like, wait, it's Zed? But yeah, Darius into Cho'Gath. Darius should be able to crush pretty well since Cho'Gath has no ways of really shredding through Darius or getting away from him. Cho'Gath, basically Chit is going to have to leverage the Cho'Gath silence onto Kitty Katarina to really shut him down in those trades, and it looks like it's going to be the Lulu mid. Rather interesting, but that is picked into the Zed. The Zed jumps in. Lulu doesn't really care, you can just polymorph him. You have the growth. I forget the name of it, but it's like something growth. Big growth? Large growth?
Oh, overgrowth.
Is her ultimate? Overgrowth? No, that's the rune.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Really? Okay.
Well, okay. Now I'm confused too. I'm lost. I
Yeah,
used to know
Overgrowth's
it.
the rune.
I used to know it, but you send out like so many other girls. We're just gonna call it Overgrowth for now. Because
Yeah.
even Riot makes mistakes, right? It has to be somewhere around that area, you know. But I'm gonna go there. They have already started the official champion select, but I'm gonna keep it here on the draft since all the bans are not out and all the picks are not out. So we kind of want to continue on to evaluate this sort of ending already chosen picked. But I want to say this, that there's already potentially 3 champions that don't do damage. Like you mentioned before, Cho'Gath does not have the damage to kill Darius. Darius is definitely a lane bully, so Cho'Gath might have difficult times there. He's gonna have to spend a lot of that mana. Could recover due to the passive if minions die right next to Cho'Gath. But Morgana doesn't do too much damage. I don't think you go full AP Morgana. You do.
Morgana can actually do a lot of damage, at least towards mid game, since you do the Spell Thieves into Zhonya's usually.
Yeah.
So basically, that AP with Spell Thieves procs and Ignite, you can solo ADCs.
But
You
Cho'Gath
just have
is a
to
late
land
game.
everything.
Cho'Gath's a late game. Graves gets the late game. It's pretty good too. Jhin is definitely mid game, like not an early game, but mid game, late game for sure. But you know, still the Morgana, they have to win at mid game. They can't wait for the Cho'Gath to get any bigger. They can't wait for Jhin and Graves to get any stronger. They can't risk for this matchup to last too long on the Rift because Varus is gonna overscale the Jhin eventually. Braum doesn't have to overscale anyone. Braum is just good from early, mid to late. And then Evelynn, insane enough, you don't build tanky with Evelynn. So Evelynn walks in, could get the hateful strikes, could get anything, and you're dead because of that is going to be a full AP Evelynn. I see no other building paths at all that says it's going to build that's going to tell me that Bishan on the Evelynn is going to build any MR or any armor. It's just all damage.
One problem that might arise for the side of Skywards is that enough Unlimited, they actually have a lot of dive denial and peel back. Because you have the Lulu, Polymorph, and Ultimate, not to mention the Cho'Gath silence, to really deny the Zed and Evelynn assassinations, which could be really key in fights, because that means Zed just can't run directly into NF Unlimited's backline. Midkiller J is going to have to look for that flank. Sky Bishan on the Evelynn should have an easier time just due to that invisibility. And since there are 2 assassins, it may be difficult for both Chip and Zelfair to properly peel them both off. But we'll see how Skyward deals with that, because that could prove to be a pretty big issue.
Yeah, the Polymorph, the Soul Shackles, Jhin goes fast. There's so many other factors. Lulu's Overgrowth. I'm 100% it's Overgrowth. But we're going to have to wait to see in the game. But either way, the game is set and done. Finally, the picks are done. So the game is not set and done. Sorry, just the picks. I actually don't know what I said there. But yeah, still going to get into game number 1.
I just checked the wiki. It turns out it is actually Wild Growth. I could have swore it's something else, because I thought Wild Growth sounded like one of Ivern's abilities. But that does look like it's going to be a cleanse for Cinderella's Jhin, which is interesting. It is going to be handy for the Varus ultimate from Jack, but that's about it, I think. Well, there's the Evelynn charm from Bishan, but outside of those 2 things, it may be not as optimal as heal, potentially.
Sorry, I was texting.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering for a second, like, did you leave? Did you mic me? But oh well.
No, okay, I'm still on planet Earth, but I definitely left, planet NF right now.
Hey.
But I'm back. I'm back. Okay, this is where all the action is gonna happen. So, So there was a lot to talk about, so I don't think I can add in too much here. But you know, who would win the early game? So
Early game, I at least have to say the mid lane and bot lane for the side of NF Unlimited should win. Top lane, I'm not entirely sure. I want to say Kitty Katarina's Darius can win. It's just Chip's silence and just all the CC may be an issue. Not to mention, the jungler's presence in top lane can really heavily swing this matchup, especially if Bishan ganks top and gets Kitty Katarina's Darius rolling early on. Could be devastating because if Chip can't deal with Kitty Katarina's Darius, there's just nothing he can do, and that's a lot of free split push pressure, just free money from killing him over and over.
oh yeah, but Kitty's good. I've seen Kitty play a couple of times. I believe Kitty is aggressive though, an aggressive top laner. I'm not sure if Kitty's even gonna pull back on this, knowing how much of an advantage Darius is over the Cho'Gath. So we might see Kitty feed, we might not, and even if Kitty does feed, I still believe Darius still will outscale the Cho'Gath no matter what until it is late game and Cho'Gath is way too big to deal with. You're gonna need Blade of the Rune King, which is where Varus is gonna shine. And it's a surprise, you do build Blade of the Rune King on Varus. That's why it's going to do really good work on the late game against NF Unlimited's late game. Only because, you know, Chip's going to be forced to the front. It's already late game. So, you know, only one tank on the side of Nightfall Unlimited. So there's really no other choice there.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of backline access on the side of NF Unlimited. Skyward, they do have the Zed and the Evelyn to possibly fight for backline access, but on the side of NF Unlimited, it's just Chip's Cho'Gath running at you, which isn't really the most effective when he has to run through stuff like the Varus Chains of Corruption, the Braum passive, and then just potentially even more damage.
Yeah, so far I feel like there's a support in each lane on the side of Nightfall Unlimited, where Cho'Gath is just by, you know, himself. And by support in each lane, I mean you have Lulu, which is technically a support, but could be a really good mid lane caster. And, you know, but right now it's definitely going to be a mid lane caster for the side of NF Unlimited.
Yeah, and another thing to bring up with the Lulu is that Lulu's traditionally paired with hyper carries just due to the innate peel she gives and the attack speed steroid and the on-hit steroid. But when your two carries are Graves and Jhin, who don't really attack that much or that fast, that could potentially waste that aspect of Lulu's kit. Granted, you still have the insane peel available on it, which is definitely nice.
Speaking of attack speed, what about that movement speed? That's gonna be a Braves jungle with the fleet footwork. I believe they run that anyway, right? I've seen electrocute sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know if Graves takes electrocute anymore after the electrocute nerfs. Or the electrocute changes depending on how you look at it, because for some champions it was a bit of a buff, for some it's a change, and for some it's just a straight up nerf. For most junglers though, it was a straight up nerf, since you don't really care about the reduced cooldown because you're just ganking lane every once in a while, whereas if you're in the mid lane and just constantly trading, you get more procs, which means more bang for your buck, which could pay off in the long run. Granted, in late game team fights, in team fights in general, it's a nerf since you're only getting off one proc anyways, really.
Yeah, it's just extra heal. The electrocute, you need 3 different attacks, so if Ovo can't... Is that how you say his name?
Ovo, I don't know.
Ovio. Uvu?
Ovo.
It looks like an owl. Like, his name just looks like an owl's.
It reminds me of Ovo. What's this? Unable to download spectator data. Interesting.
Oh, feels bad.
Did you also get that?
Yeah. You know...
Oh, wait, I can still spectate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a feeling, maybe not at all,
Yeah, someone else I was casting with, they apparently like tested it out a little. It has to do with someone DCing right at the start of the game, I think. That or just a pause straight at the beginning of the game. I forget which one.
All I know so far is do a little bit of production myself whenever I freelance cast, and you know I go and spectate some friends that I have on my friends list, and I get that error like as well. I mean, though
Really?
it's not as much as unexpecting, right? But definitely cuts a knife right through my heart. Like it's a knife to my heart right there because I get a little bit panicked there because I don't know if the game's gonna allow me to spectate, but thankfully it did. So I'm gonna go back to the loading screen here. Will
Yep, I'm
be
in game right now. Nothing too much is happening. There's a tiny bit of level 1 action, but people are spotted out, so it's just more so people poking each other.
yeah.
Nothing too bad. Yeah, the side of NF Unlimited did drop one ward in their own jungle just to check the invade, and Skyward managed to drop 2 deep wards in the blue side of NF Unlimited's jungle. Also, NF Unlimited dropped a ward kind of in the blue side jungle of Skyward. I say kind of because it's like, you know, when you go from blue buff to enter the river, like
Yeah.
the little lane to the right of that, the bush there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they put it in there.
It's hmm.
Killer J gonna be taking a lot of harass here as expected. Kitty Katarina going for the cheese here. Gonna get the auto into the W, another auto. Just gonna keep procking that and proc his passive. Chip is gonna be dropped down to half health and is gonna start chugging a chug a charge of his corrupting. Other than that, nothing else too much happening. Looks like Ovo's trying to counter jungle Bishan here. We'll see. Bishan is able to get the smite down, it looks like. But Ovo is just going to turn to the Scuttle, I believe. Bot lane for the side of NF Unlimited, going to hit that level 2 first. Zone out Sky Horizon and Skyjack. Are you in game yet?
80% on Chip. Waiting for Chip.
Okay. Apparently we need to fix overlay according to Ado.
No, I just can't get into the in game because it's not available yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an overlay problem. I'm here at the loading screen trying to load into the game, but it shows Chip at 80%, which is really weird.
Kitty Katarina is going in for a pretty hard rate on Chip. Gonna proc the passive on him and just really chunk him down. Kitty Katarina also takes a fat chunk from that just due to the minion aggro. And we see Bishan mid. He doesn't have the stealth yet though, so he's just kind of throwing stuff out at that Lulu of Zilfair. Do you have a small 300 gold lead for the side of, or 400 gold lead for the side of Skyward? Mostly centered in that top lane just due to the about wave and a half lead that Kitty Katarina has. We see Ovo coming into bot, sitting in the back bush of bot lane, just wanted to do a lane gank. Gotta start recalling since the side of Skyward is just trying to freeze us by the tower. Not really wanting to push it up. And yep, gonna see Ovo back there. Bishan also gonna back, so both junglers on equal footing. And in the mid lane, mid killer J's actually doing a decent job of keeping up in CS with Zilfair's Lulu, despite the harass. Although, looks like mid killer J's healed most of it back up. That's good on him.
Not good for me. It shows everyone at 100%, but Gave me another error.
The hell? You aren't missing too much still, at least. It's been a pretty calm early game.
But still, like, 2 unable to download errors is...
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Bishan gonna get caught out a little, trying to steal the Raptors. Zelfair gonna spot him out, put the E on him, and force out the flash of Bishan. A little too aggressive there from Bishan. And the binding's gonna land onto Skyjack. He's gonna take a Jin W for that. Mid Killer J gonna miss both the shurikens on Zelfair's Lulu. Unfortunate. Chip gonna get pulled back in by Kitty Katarina and take a fat chunk. Top lane has been going, well, the trades have been going in the favor of Kitty Katarina. It's just Chip sustain from Cho'Gath passive, not to mention the corrupting potion, has really been helping him stay in this lane. But bot lane, we do see a wave's worth of lead in terms of CS on Cinderay right now. Just the pressure of the poke from the Jhin and the Morgana is proving to be a little too much for Skyjack and Horizon to put up with right now. But they're at least keeping within the ballpark, which is nice to them, since the Varus will outscale.
Real quick, let's both press that fast forward button. I'm in, by the way. Yeah. Finally in. So keep going, Go4ino.
Alright, yeah, I was just kind of filling in some time, but as we were talking, the CS lead did extend a bit in the bot lane, and now we see Ovo just positioned in that bush again, trying for that lane gank. It is finally pushing out a little towards them, a little towards the side of NF Unlimited. It's just Skyjack and Sky Horizon are playing this safe, just trying to freeze it by their tower, pick up the waves as they can. X Street gonna walk up, almost takes an auto.
And basic fundamentals, have the minion waves in front of you. You don't want to get hit by those dark bindings from X Street, but seems like I'm a little bit late, so I'm a little bit also confused here, but I do believe that is going to be Mid Killer J making his way around, but not going to make it at all. It seems like Cinderay and also X Street just got a big whiff that Mid Killer J could possibly be in the bot side by this time. And Kitty Katarina playing really aggressive, does have the level 6, but also the Beast is also level 6. There goes the duck, and the first blood goes to Kitty Katarina on the Darius.
Yeah, really good by him. He's just been pressuring Chip this entire laning phase so far with those brutal trades. You even see Chip have that early Bramble Vest to just try and deal with the healing and just give him a bit of extra chunkiness to survive the burst, but it wasn't enough, and he's going to be forced to teleport back to lane.
And Kitty Katarina, you have yet to not surprise me at all. I did mention how aggressive Kitty is on any champion or just being a top laner at all, but there goes Overgrowth. It's going to be used up. Mid Killer J is going to get polymorph. Let's see if that ult works out, but it does nothing. The damage absorbs it, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, wild growth.
Yeah, that's the problem with playing Zed into Lulu. Everything, but then there's the wild growth and the polymorph. Bishan potentially looking to get frisky mid lane, gonna back off because he was spotted on that control ward.
Shuttle is available though.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do since Zelfair did have a mark on him.
Oh, but here comes the rotation, but no, Bishan's gonna throw the ult over the wall, he's gonna dodge the deadly flourish, but here comes their curtain call right on top of Bishan, has already ulted, no flash, and will get taken out by X Street, unfortunately, just because that is a support with the kill. Could have gone to Ovo or to Cinderay, but here is a free Cloud Drake.
Yeah, just a little messy by Bishan there. He was spotted on that ward and everyone could have collapsed on him since he didn't his bot lane was back in base, and so Cinderay, X Street, easy collapse, Zelfair, easy collapse, and that also gives up the Cloud Dragon. Just given that little bit of extra move speed, Cinderay gonna especially like that since we were talking a lot about how quickly Jhin moves, especially at that 2-item point.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this bot lane. X-Street has double buffs, and the only thing X-Street could do is maybe spam out those tormented soil, but you can easily walk away from that.
Yeah, it lets him spam binds more if he's going for a more throw it out and see which you can get playstyle, but a lot of Morganas tend to just hold on to that bind just so they have the threat of it.
Yeah.
Not to mention there tends to be a lot of minions in the way, just due to the way the bot lane of Skyward eSports is trying to position.
I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed this, but I believe Skyjack on the Varus right now has overheal, because I do see a shield that builds up from the lifesteal.
It's interesting. Do see pings coming in on the mid lane. Zelfair might be in danger here, we'll have to see. Ovo is in the area to also counter.
Yeah, Bishan trying to get redemption for the take earlier. There goes pings directly on Ovo right now. Does catches a control ward, but Bishan's also caught out himself though. But here comes Kitty Katarina. Ovo does have flash. He's gonna use it and is just gonna throw down a collateral damage, only almost killing Bishan. But Safrir, he tries to rotate up on top, was gonna get caught out by Zed, still does not die either way. Here comes the Love Dust as well. Chip is gonna get charmed up. The Feast is not yet available, and that is gonna be Chip going down to Bishan.
Oh, that was so close. I was wondering the whole time. But then he pointed it out as down. Had that been up, Chip could have easily gotten a return kill there, but in the end, 1-0 in the favor of Skyward. Kill going over to Bishan's Evelyn. If you're on the side of NF Unlimited, you don't want kills going there.
Oh, Rising goes by the stand by my side, misses out the Glacial Fisher. There goes the Deadly Flash, and Cenderay trying to run a full sprint right at Jax for the auto attacks, but could not. The Unbreakable is just a total denial of all range attacks. So here comes Cenderay though. Curtain Call is going to be available. Horizon looking for his 80 carry to block some of these shots, but Cenderay is just going to use the last two to farm up the wave in the back.
Cenderay is going to have the back here since he doesn't really have any mana to trade with anymore, and he doesn't have the sustain, although it looks like he's going to say Skyjack can actually sustain through this thanks to the Cutlass. And we see Zelfair coming bot. They do have to be wary of a counter game from Bishan, not to mention that would give free time for mid-killer JZ in that mid lane to just wail on that tower.
I don't know who pinged the first ping, which was the tri-bush for the blue side. Yeah, that's a good ping right there. There is a control ward there. But the other ping was at the river, so they actually think Jack and Horizon have a river brush warded as well near their lane. So there'll be a little bit of misconnection, could go into their favor or could not. I mean, as I've seen in the past few minutes, you know, things escalate, but there's also these dead air times in between the lane phase.
But watch Bishan's Evelyn here. I think he's just going to go for that recall cancel. It's going to ultimately fail. Unfortunate, since that does also reveal his location, because one of Evelyn's biggest strengths is just after 6 you're constantly invisible, so you just always have that threat. X-Street
what about X-Street though? He's gonna use the black shield. No one's taking tower shots besides mid-killer J, but Bishan's just gonna throw down those hate strikes and get the easy kill under the tower. I think Zephyr is also coming down to the bot lane. Could be getting caught out by mid-killer J. There goes a Love Dust on Cenderay though. Cenderay does not have flash, but does have cleanse to get out. Bishan dodges the Deadly Flourish for the snare. Mid-killer J though, he's sitting right on top of the enemy Grump right now, looking to go over the wall. Glacial Fisher not available. Zephyr is gonna get hit on right here. The Wild Growth goes out. The collateral damage for the finish, and Kitty Katarina won't finish the teleport, but everything's already been settled here. The dust has not been settled so far, what I thought right there, as Bishan also picked up the kill on top of Cenderay.
Yeah, now there's 3 kills on this Evelyn that Bishan's piloting. That's absolutely scary if you're the side of NF Unlimited who... You have 4 potential targets for that Evelyn.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I love the all. It's pretty hard to say though. I saw it like so many times. Last Caress. Oh, Last Caress. Oh, yeah, because she's a succubus, right? Is that what she is?
Yeah, she's got to give you that good suck.
No! No! No, this is a Christian server. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Gonna have a dragon spawning soon, and that isn't a dragon. Okay, that's probably why.
No, but
the
Caress
Skyward-
is something else different. Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't know we moved on.
Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing too much else to talk about here. Both bot lanes rotating top. There's an ocean dragon spawning, but that isn't a huge priority since it's now actually considered the third best dragon in front of Earth dragons, since just with how easy objectives have gotten in terms of taking especially the Baron, it's like that just diminishes the value of
Look
that
at
Earth
mid
dragon.
killer J. Look at this 4-mana corrupting chain. Hits up on the center, but does not matter. Cinderay under the tower with the open sky. Jack will hit the last hit on top of Cinderay, getting the kill. Deathmark, I forgot that's what it's called.
Kitty Katarina now sitting on the Merc Treads and the Cleaver, gonna just help him deal with Chip even better, having the armor pen, not to mention the moveset to stick on him, not to mention the tenacity to just get over that silence and all his slows that much quicker, is pretty good. And we see the Rift Herald fall. Bishan gonna pick that up after he sells it and gonna pick up the ward.
And this is also a terrible result of that 4-man top lane. I mean, you send your duel to the top side because there is no objective to protect, but they couldn't even protect the top tower either, so seems like that top is gonna go down. Zephyr does not have flash. There goes the love dust, and Wild Growth is gonna save Zephyr for just a little bit, but Ovo though, big plays from Ovo to be able to help out Zephyr there. The death mark was not available. It was used on Cinderay onto the top gank, and the Ocean is still yet available. So if Bishan goes for the solo on the Drake.
Yeah, we'll see. Ovo actually walking topside. There's nothing in that jungle for him to steal, but he could have gone for the deep vision there, although it looks like his trinket's down, so nothing too much.
And look at Kitty Katarina, making sure there aren't too many wards for this dragon here for the jungle, but Bishan's gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to base, buy me some new shiny things. I didn't get to see how much gold Bishan had, but definitely was enough for almost a Lich Bane, and definitely the echoes from the runic echoes for that jungle item. But seems like NF Unlimited though, they could not wait any longer. Pick up the Ocean Drake. Horizon's on the side, gets hit by the Dark Binding, so I don't think there's gonna be any follow-up from Horizon here.
Yeah. Thankfully for the side of NF Unlimited, they are keeping her in the Dragon Room. Red Tail gonna be dropped, that should take this tower down unless if it gets caught up. Gonna lose a lot of health.
Oh, Corrupting Chain on top of Cinderay, but that's gonna be the cleanse automatically used. Here comes the Rev charging up the headbutt, gets the slam on top of the tower, but immediately gets taken out by the entire team of NF Unlimited. And that is just a little bit of health on the tower there, 138 to be exact. Just one little sneeze from anyone could kill it, except maybe from Horizon because he's the ADC, but the Unbreakable though, it's gonna be broken up. That's gonna be the curtain call. One more hit on Horizon will take the kill, but Jack will be able to absorb the last two hits, or one for Bishan as well. Mid killer J trying to clear up the wards as well. Chip is on the front. They are one support down, but still Bishan gets a big last caress there on top of everybody, and Ovo is gonna go down from the death mark of Zed, but that right after mid killer J also has been taken out. That is the hardcore piercing arrow from Jax Varus, and this is gonna be an easy pickup on the mid tower.
Yeah, I was just about to say before that fight broke out, this trade actually went in the favor of MNF Unlimited since they're able to protect the tower after they got that dragon, but now it's going in the favor of Skyward. They got the tower and a kill and are getting a lot of damage on this tier 2. Looks like they want to take it as well.
And their mid tower has been taken out. I didn't expect it either, so maybe Nightfall Unlimited also did not expect a strong push for the 4-man team that was still available here for Skyward eSports, and picking up 2 towers and a kill That's worth on anyone's book right now.
And we're already see about 5k gold lead forming for the side of Skyward. Considering they theoretically have the better teamfight late game just due to the Varus DPS outdoing Cinderay and Ovo. That's a bit of a scary prospect, but I mean, the gold lead in general is also a scary prospect since you don't want to be on the back foot no matter what team comp you're playing.
And look at mid killer J. I believe he wanted to be in that brush, waiting for a poor soul to just go up to the lane and farm it. But at this point in the game, it is only 15 minutes, but the mid towers is open, top tower is open, and the bot tower is open. So you don't want to extend it too far out for the side of NF Unlimited, but they do see their advantage here on the tier 1 tower at the mid lane, taking it out for Skyward eSports. And Bishan really wanted to get in onto that fight. Zephyr might get caught out here. Mid killer J was thinking about roaming down to the bot side, but actually, wait a minute, Cinderay, he might get caught out here. Could get baited by that control ward.
We'll have to see. He is in a lot of danger right now, because if you're playing an ADC versus a Fed Evelyn, your life is a living nightmare, because it feels like nowhere is safe at times. You'll just walk up to your tower, then all of a sudden Evelyn pops out of stealth, 2 shots at you, and I'm like, okay, have a good day, my sir.
That was really interesting. I saw Jack, or no, it wasn't Jack, it was Horizon. I saw Horizon use the Oracle's lens while Bishan was not in stealth mode to make sure that they still did not know Bishan was around the red team's jungle. But wait a minute, Kitty Katarina is gonna have to try to get this 2v2, but it's gonna get the dunk out to Opal, but it's not good enough. But here is the Baron start though for the side of Skyward eSports right now. The Baron is already half health. The Ovo is not even halfway casting that recall, and this is going to be an easy Baron take for Skyward.
Yeah, it is going to be spotted out by that redemption and the blue trinket, but that's just too late, and that's more or less a free Baron pickup for the side of Skyward. Yeah, you trade your top laner for it, but you'll take that any day.
Yeah, I believe Skyward, whoever the shot caller is like, hey, Kitty Katarina, show a bit of leg down there. Make them all rotate so we can get this Baron right under their nose.
Yeah, and that pushes the gold lead even further up. This isn't an insurmountable gold lead by any means, but it will start feeling noticeable around this point, or at the very least, pretty soon.
Yeah, I still believe that NF Unlimited still have a pretty good wave clear, but like you said, they don't have that much backline the way Skyward eSports does. I mean, they have the Zed that can just rush into the back and rush out. Not really rush out, but can just go teleport back into a previous clone that is set up in a safe spot and, you know, attempt an assassination. But because of Zephyr and Morgana, it's gonna be hard to even take out a single target when you have 2 supports on the side of NF Unlimited to protect that same exact target that's being focused on.
For sure. I'd love to see a QSS purchased by mid-killer J here. Just that way he has the ability to go in, and if he gets polymorphs, he can just immediately QSS it and resume assassinating people. But the longsword might be going to something else here. This is an Infernal Dragon. Doesn't look like there won't be too much contesting from the side of NF Unlimited since they're pushed back to their base.
Yeah, just with the presence of that Baron buff and how many towers have already been taken out from the side of NF Unlimited, this brings up so much map control for Skyward eSports, and that's going to be a great Glacial Prison of Fissure along with the Corrupting Chain. And guess who's coming in from the backside? That is going to be Bishan, making sure that these flashes are not going to get away. But no, he catches out Cinderay in the middle in between all the miss and damage, but we'll get the shutdown kill on top of Chip. But where is the rest of the teammates here? Horizon has been taken out from the backside. Mid-killer J is a little bit late to the party, but there are still 2 members from NF Unlimited under this tower. There goes the Ghost Play being procced up, but does not matter. He's just gonna go ahead and ignore 2 potential kill targets for the inner tower on the bot side.
rather messy fight there, being a 2-for-2 in the end for both sides, which kind of favors the side of NF Unlimited had it not been for that inner tower falling. But still, that does, it is kind of a wasted Baron buff, it feels like, for the side of Skyward. Just, as a chunk of gold, it got you that Infernal and got you that bot tower, which you would want a little more from your Baron buff.
Oh yeah, of course. But, you know, they still picked up an Infernal and the inner bot tower, so I think that's good enough, because, you know what I mean? Like, could have also had nothing too.
Yeah. I guess if you compare it to nothing, any gain is pretty good. But
yeah. Even
Yeah,
a gold
we-
league gain too, right? Because you get like a lot of gold from the power play.
Yeah. I mean, granted, gold lead didn't actually extend that much. We're still at about a 6,500 gold lead, I think. Oh wait, no, my math is off.
Yeah, the only thing it
About
did,
7K.
the only thing it did so far was Bishan was able to get more AP items. Didn't do too much for the Bears. Bears just farmed exactly maybe the same minimal wage as Cinderace as well. So yeah, not too big. Just an inch away to the inhibitor set by bot, and you know, mid lane has been down an inch already for like the longest time. Chip is gonna get maybe caught out here. The Love Dust is gonna trigger. There goes the silence, like you mentioned before. It's gonna be a complete denial for the follow-up. Rupture is not gonna land. Bishan is in trouble. There goes the first attack, and wait a minute, he was safe. Cinderace was safe with the black shield, so a little bit of a miscommunication there.
Oof, yeah. But still, you're forced. Oh wait, no, Bishan didn't flash there, my bad. I could have swore he flashed. But now that he's half health, gotta delay this push a little more. Since, when you have sure the squishies are in threat, but if they're all 4 together and under a tower, there's nothing too much Bishan and mid-killer J can really do. They just have to leverage the split push here, which they are doing. It's just kind of a little slow since there's a Cho'Gath and Lulu on the way.
I think mid-killer J or the entire Skyward eSports squad expected the Lulu to lane against mid-killer J in the same lane for this 1-3-1 strat. So, but Zephyr's all like, you know what? I'm just gonna go and, you know, go 1-3-1 with the Darius instead, because mid-killer J still has potential, has a bit more damage this time around, so the wild growth may not be enough. So, no, it's a really good deal. Like, have the Lulu deal with the Darius and have the Cho'Gath deal with the Zed.
Yeah, that's how you wanted to go, since it's a lot easier for Zelfar's Lulu to deal with Kitty Cannery's Darius, and it's a lot easier for Chip's Cho'Gath to deal with mid-killer J's Zed, since Zed isn't going to be killing this Cho'Gath anytime soon. And yeah, got a bit of a reset going on. Baron's actually spawning again pretty soon. This feels like it was taken a few minutes ago, but yeah. Gonna see that again. Both teams gonna be wanting that, since pretty big deal getting Baron buff. Got a just huge blob from the side of NF Unlimited here. The blob has dissipated, the blob has reformed.
Yeah, and the Baron's coming up very much soon here in under 20 seconds. Now, we have seen the entire team on the side of Nightfall Unlimited to just turtle the base, but now everyone started to peek their heads out a little bit out of the shell in order to get maybe as much vision or as deep vision as possible within their own jungle, because eventually they have to walk in there for Obo though. He might get caught out here, but no, Bishan is gonna miss. There goes the shield from Horizon, blocking off as much damage from Cinderace, but Cinderace is a fast-moving Jhin though, but who is stopping Kitty Katarina from this push here on the bot side? It's Zephyr! He does not get to use the wild growth! There goes their curtain call, but it's gonna meet with the Braum shield. Pretty much gonna do nothing, and now it seems like NF Unlimited is gonna have to do a 1-2-1 push, which is pretty horrible because there are 3 members down here. There goes the Pinks going to the Baron pit right now. McKiller J is gonna ignore everything onto the top side. Kitty Cat Arena is gonna be the sacrificial lamb for this, but how many kills will you able to pick up? And that'll be none. The Feast is gonna definitely chew up Kitty Cat Arena between the teeth, and now the Baron is gonna be taken here once again for Skyward eSports.
One more bleed tick from Kitty Cat Arena will actually kill X Street there. That was pretty damn close, but hey, that's the same play we saw last time. Have Kitty Cat Arena shove up really far, get caught, attract 3 members, and then you just get a free Baron off of that. Cloud Dragon might be a bit of a contention here, although the side of NFL Unlimited is kind of backing off, but they do have the man advantage for this, but they have to be careful since...
Yeah, huge team fight down here, and it seems like Jack is going to be the next sacrificial lamb here, but Bichon's on the backside. McKiller J, though, he might have the assassination, and Bichon as well will have some assassination points himself, and that is Ovo, though. He's going to get hit with the overgrowth. Chip is almost going to die here, but McKiller J is going to get the death mark right on top of Zephyr. Zephyr's going to die. Kitty Cat Arena full sprint on the chase here on top of Ovo and Chip, but the smoke screen, though, not gonna be good enough. That's Zephyr just giving himself the reverse polymorph, I believe. It gives you movement speed. That glitter lances are on point, getting that slow. The Dead Man's Plate, though, is really quick on Kitty Cat Arena's feet here. Seems like Kitty Cat Arena is gonna try to get away, but actually, it looks like Zephyr might be able to get away. It's gonna get hit by the slow again, but here comes Mid-Killer J, though. Zephyr might be able to stall this game another 20 minutes here if he never gets caught. But Mid-Killer J...
Depends when the shadow's up.
Yeah, it's up now. Oh, Wild Growth.
But
Oh, the pullback! No! X Street!
that was actually really huge because that stalled for a lot of this Baron buff duration. Now there's only half of it left. And the side of Skyward, they really want to use these Baron buffs to crack open this base. You get an exposed inhib, that makes the game 100 times easier for you. But as it stands, the base is still standing and is perfectly fine. Gonna finally see a Baron wave come up to this tower.
Go4ino, I believe so. That deserved the clip. Like, and someone put on the title, Greatest Escape, alright? Like, that was a great escape, you know? Zephyr could have done one wrong misstep and got killed, but no, he does everything perfect, and X-Ray is just, you know, here's the black shield, you're not gonna get pulled on my watch.
Yeah. And now we return to this. Only got less than a quarter of that Baron buff left now. Still not seeing any results on these towers, and another kind of wasted Baron buff from Skyward.
Yeah, and that was thanks to Zephyr, by the way.
Yeah,
like you gotta give some credit to Zephyr right now for NF Unlimited.
He wasted easily over a minute of time there.
Oh, Mid-Killer. He's gonna get cut out here. He's gonna be forced to use the shadow to walk away. There goes the Glacial Fisher, and I believe Chip, once again, is gonna be forced to the front line, and Jack has the items to destroy every single bit of his health. But here comes Kitty Cat Arena on the side. He's gonna get the pull. There goes the Q. Trying to get too much damage. Almost instantly gets killed, but does not matter. Chip gonna get the final feast on top of Kitty Cat Arena.
And that's a 1-for-0 in the favor of NF there. And that's gonna even further stall out Skyward eSports. Skyward just doesn't have a way to break open this base right now, and it's really hurting them. Sure, they have a 9k gold lead, but kills are practically even, and I mean, the longer this game goes, the less this lead matters.
Yeah, and the dragons are almost similar, except, you know, one Ocean and one Inferno, and I believe the Elder should be next. So there had only been 4 dragon spawns in the span of the entire 29-minute game so far. So maybe a little bit late for the first dragon, second, third. It doesn't matter at this point. Once the Elder hits the rift, you know, just on how dominant or how much objectives, like Baron objectives that Skyward has gotten, I would think they should be able to go 3 for 3 at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, Skyward, objective call. Their objective usage and, I guess, control hasn't been the best this game, because they did kind of give away that first cloud when Bishan back. Granted, he had a lot of gold. So maybe that just mattered more? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we might just have to see a third Baron before this base even cracks, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, and the first choice of a big objective, almost as big as Baron, would be the Elder Drake. The Elder Drake is going to spawn first, and then there is about 20 second like in between Baron spawn from the Elder, but Curtain Call is going to be used up. At this point of the game, Curtain Call is only a minute and 35 second. Not too bad.
Yeah, and that Elder Dragon is spawning up in less than a minute. Both teams are gonna really want that. Bishan has to be a little careful here. He has the damage, yeah, but he's gonna die for it.
And Mid Killer J setting up a split push, and now the pings are going up to Mid Killer J, saying that, hey, they're coming up for you. Mid Killer J is all like, I can stall them. No big deal. And now the pings onto the bot side is being pinged up, but wait a minute, NF Unlimited. Do not make that choice right now. You can't. Zephyr cancels out the first back. What about the two in the brush? And I don't think Mid Killer J, oh, he does. He gets chip off the green call. They have no tech on the front line, and that is gonna be the inhibitor tower for the bot side going down. Mid Killer J still adding up counter pressure onto the top side. Zephyr, he looks like he's gonna try to get Mid Killer J killed here if possible, but the Elder Drake is up. Pings are being pinged up, and look where everyone is looking on the side of NF Unlimited. They're all looking up onto the top side, but what about the Elder?
The Elder just dies instantly. They're absolutely shredded by this four-man squad from Skyward, and two Baron buffs didn't crack the base, but one split pushing Zed distracting apparently did.
I say,
but look at this death push.
I say go and get the dang inhibitor on the bot side. Katarina though has a different prospect right there. X3's gonna go down. Here comes Katarina with the flash, goes in, and that's gonna be the Guardian Angel proc tag. He's dishing out a lot of damage on Chip, but what about Ovo? He gets taken out instantly, and along with Mid Killer J, but that is three members still alive on the side of Skyward eSports, and I don't think Zephyr can do anything to this push.
Absolutely huge fight there. What started as an easy pick just evolved into complete chaos, and then just went so heavily in the favor of Skyward there. I like the idea from NF Unlimited. They were able to get the pick real easily. It's just, you can't really team fight against this Elder Dragon buffed up Skyward, especially with that Infernal getting the boost too. Just not something you want to deal with, and that's gonna just leave their base in complete shambles.
Shambles indeed. Yeah.
And Skyjack just dished out so much damage that fight, shredding through everyone just with the Bork, the attack speed, the Ginsus, and the Elder procs.
They do have an Infernal too, so that's a little bit extra, right?
Yeah, and we should just see the members of Skyward back here spend their money and then just grab this Baron easy peasy, since NF Unlimited has to be on base defense full time. The best you could do is have Ovo go out on like a suicide mission to try and steal Baron, which he might just have to do in order to stall out this game.
Jack, on the side of Sky, believes that, you know, I don't need Guardian Angels, I'm gonna pick up the Scimitar.
Yeah, I mean, the Scimitar is really good here just to deal with the Polymorph, the Jhin root, the Morgana bind.
And Horizon may be getting picked out here. Great Glacial Fisher on top of two. Blast Cone is available. Horizon, though, I think he's stalling a little bit here. Not sure if he's gonna live, but yeah, there goes the flash, and everyone is pinned down right here in this corridor, and that's gonna be Zephyr for the first one down. Horizon trying to get up on the backside, and Cinderay left alone does have his own way of getting out, but it's not good enough. Jack, though, gets a double kill, possible quadra kill, but no, Bishop picks up a double kill at the end there.
He's gonna end the game. Well,
yep.
We're gonna see Baron fall and then the game's gonna end.
No. I screw directed camera. I'm over here watching Mid Killer J right now, and that's a lot of siege. Like, look how many super minions. Oh my gosh. But either way, guys and ladies and gentlemen, this is still yet game 1 of tonight's best of 3 series.
A really long and hard fought game 1. Skyward, they were in the pilot seat for a while. It's just cracking the base was just such an issue for them. But once they finally did, this game blew open. And then we saw some just big team fights going in their favor that just solidified this win.
I think the only action we're missing here is just like that little text file that we got from the, could not download data.
Yeah.
But everything else was there, all right? Everything else was there, so don't worry about it. That was such an amazing game there. I did. What was it when you asked me like who would win or something like that? Did I say NF Unlimited was gonna win late game? I don't.
You said Skyward would because of the Varus.
Yeah, the Varus. Yeah, and the amount of damage Bishan's gonna be doing as well. I thought Jack was gonna get the quadra kill, but Bishan wanted some limelight as well. Like, I'll pick up a double if you pick up a double. So
I mean, there's a reason why Bishan's name starts with bi, and it ain't his sexuality.
Oh, I get it.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. All right. So Go4ino, I guess we head up with a quick intermission here, all right? So
yeah, grab some water, all that good stuff.
Yeah, Bishan. Oh my God, he shots fire at you, Go4ino. Just dodge, okay? Just dodge. You'll be fine. But don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will be heading into game number 2 between Skyward eSports and NF Unlimited here on the Twitch channel. So don't go anywhere. We will be back.
Voices in my head know me, call me. I will be restless. Somehow they chose me. This is my nightlife. Wanna be high life. I feel so reckless. Calling them all night. Happy on the outside, weary inside, smiling the depression. They think I'm alright. Calling. It's a freedom I shouldn't have, with the people I shouldn't know. I might as well end like that. It's the only thing that I fucking do. are you going? Going so fast tonight. Have you ever stopped beside the road to smell the rose of life? Take a breath now. Don't hold it in too long. Cause you might end up missing out on life's short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. You've got one life to live, don't let it go. You've got one life to live, don't let it go. Can you let go of it all tonight? Or will you decide to push on through and ignore the words inside? Take a breath now, don't hold it in too long. Cause you'll find you're missing out a life's short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Got one life
Alright, welcome back, boys and girls in the audience. We are here in Game 2, hopping into the Pro Draft. NF Unlimited already banned Rakan, banned that time. Sky gonna ban out the Orianna, continuing their tradition of the mid lane ban-centric playstyle they had. Seemed to work last game, considering they won, although a little troubling on that win, and I believe NF Unlimited, they aren't out of this by any means, because yeah, they didn't play last game terrible. Yeah, I think it was a bit more of a team comp issue and the fact that they just fell behind. But there's the Sejuani and Evelynn bans from NF Unlimited, just scared of Bichon's jungle pool right now. But I do know that Bichon has a relatively deep pool, and then there's the Yasuo and Vel'Koz bans rounding off 2 more mid lane bans.
Yeah, so far, I mean, I do believe the Bichon in the jungle with the Evelynn going full damage had something to do with the late game, which is completely true. To be honest, Rabadon's Death Cap, Lichbane, Runic Echoes, Void Staff, it's just so much devastating damage. Even Zephyr could not defend himself. Like, he got the bubble on himself, the polymorph happened, but, you know, you polymorphed him, and you still died, and honestly that shocks me as well, because that's just the amount of devastating damage Bichon pulled out with that Evelynn. So, you know, noticing that even if you did cast the polymorph, you know, it's just too much to deal with. You gotta hit your head on the keyboard in order to survive. Might as well just not deal with it at all.
Is Nunu allowed yet? I thought he was disabled for a week, or has it already been a week?
Me, it's been a century.
Yeah, but NF Unlimited gonna first pick that Kai'Sa in the bot lane. Kai'Sa is pretty terrifying now because, like, basically what happens is Riot nerfs her items, but since she's Kai'Sa, she just starts buying other items. Because due to the way her kit works, she scales off attack speed, AP, and AD. There's just a whole range of items she can abuse compared to other ADCs who might be locked into one item build path, like say a Tristana or a Caitlyn. If Crit gets nerfed, that nerfs Tristana and Caitlyn, but if you're Kai'Sa and Crit gets nerfed, you're like whatever, and you just switch to like attack speeder on hit.
So far, these picks and bans are going pretty fast, so that just, especially for the side of Nightfall Unlimited, so that just sort of tells me that, you know, they have this second picks and bans game 2, like, sort of figured out so far, like what they want to do, how they want to play. Kai'Sa, Alistar, and then the Ziggs. Looking over at the in-game client, so there is really no mistake there. That's gonna be a Ziggs blindly picked throughout the rest of these picks.
Yeah, Ziggs, we all know what Ziggs brings. He brings a ton of wave clearness and absolute pain to face against. But we haven't seen him in the meta for ages now, since the new Baron buff. Well, I say new, but it's been around for several seasons now. But ever since the Baron buff changed, that really hurt champions like Ziggs and Anivia, who just look to infinitely stall games with their wave clear. Not to mention, with how much damage is flying around, that can be a problem for Ziggs due to his squishy nature. We'll see how Zephyr decides to pilot it. But yeah, there's the Camille and Shin bans coming through for Sky and the Darius, and Gangplank bans for the side of NF Unlimited.
So, you know, I guess Kitty Katarina also was a big threat. I mean, at the end there, Kitty Katarina actually did not die this time. Always just getting caught out, but it was for, what is it, like objective sake. Kitty Katarina died twice, and then Baron was taken twice. And then, I believe died once, and then Elder was taken, and then comes back and wins the team fight. So, like, you know, sometimes it's good to die and to feed. Just make sure it's for a good reason, though.
Really interesting, the Rek'Sai pickup here for Ovo in that jungle. Rek'Sai's a champion that hasn't been seen in a while. I believe she got a small buff a bit back, but I think it was more of a utility buff and not a damage buff. I can't remember exactly. Might not have even been buffed. But yeah, gonna be the Fiora for the last pick for the side of Skyward. I believe Aatrox should definitely win that early, but Fiora is Fiora and scales pretty well.
I don't agree too much with the Rek'Sai, because who's stopping Nunu at this point? Like, Who do you have? You have Aatrox. But I expect the Aatrox like flanking on the back to try to get to the backside. And I don't know, like Rek'Sai couldn't go for a side type engage. But Nunu's gonna keep on rolling those snowballs in.
Just 1 second.
Alright.
I'm casting right now. Oh, okay. I say it a Discord message.
Oh, alright, Everence.
Alright, I'm back.
Averance? Is it Avarice?
The what?
Oh, look. I'm sorry, gaming. I'm sorry. You can talk to me after and help me out. Say your name correctly.
Oh, the Rek'Sai buffs for tier Q and R80 scaling. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they had buffed her E like tunnel cooldown, but okay, damage buffs are actually a lot better for her. Because Rek'Sai wants to build a bunch of AD just to really put in the damage, although we can also see tankier Rek'Sais with like Cinderhulk and maybe Asterix or Titanic. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen too much of the new Rek'Sai because she was pretty popular after a little mini rework, but that was just because her numbers were pretty high, so they toned them down and she's in a much more reasonable spot.
Yeah, I mean, those damage buffs have to be a big deal. I mean, I feel like Rek'Sai did lack damage. Had CC, by the way. You can get plenty of knockups. But when your targets don't die, it's like it's time to hang the champion.
Not to mention, Aatrox and Rek'Sai, they don't have the best backline access. Sure, you have the tunnel, and Aatrox does have a bunch of dashes, but it can be really hard to just go into that backline if you're having to go through a Nunu Absolute Zero from Bishan. And yeah, not to mention the bot lane on the side of Skyward is pretty scary, because Draven should be able to just dumpster Kai'Sa in that lane.
I feel like that's true. And I also feel like Fiora should be able to dumpster Aatrox too, like in that solo lane as well. So there's already 2 lanes losing right off the bat. Kai'Sa and Alistar are pretty safe, but the Draven though, it's prime time for a Draven right here to be able to dance around with those spinning axes.
Yep. And you got me hyped like we're in Gamer something, but then I remember we're in Champ Select for the second time because Pro Draft hijinks. Oh well, yeah.
Pro Draft. Man. Pro Draft's fun.
Pro Drafts, I don't mind it, since like if you don't own all the champs, it's fine. It's just as a caster, it's like you cast pick and ban there, then you get into pick and ban for real. And it's like wow, and then there's a spectator, and it's like wow, how much filler can I talk about regarding these teams? Like man.
What? I know. I saw that. Oh man.
Yeah, if chat has any questions they want to ask, feel free to ask, since we still got some time to kill. We'd be very happy to interact
with chat. Yeah, I mean, I love interacting with chat. Like,
oh god, yeah.
It may sound unprofessional to others, but I just love people too much to just ignore them. You get me? Like, we gotta show them our love too.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it unprofessional, because it's like, you know, you're giving that extra interactivity, making them feel like they're part of the cast, you know?
Oh, they are. They're always in my heart. Like, with the advice with the Rek'Sai, that's very important for us to know, because, you know, I sort of drew the short end of the straw there. Like, Rek'Sai, why? And got buffed? Alright, that's actually good.
Rek'Sai get buffed though? I honestly can't remember. Was it? It had to be in one of the recent patches.
It has to be, because I have not seen Rek'Sai in months. Like ever since they reworked the runes, I have not seen Rek'Sai since then. Like that's horrible, because I love Rek'Sai. Like, she's a beautiful what is she, like a void? A Voidling?
Voidling.
Okay,
yeah.
she's a beautiful Voidling. I love her kit so much. They even redid her ult. I remember used to go to like
The
used
farm alarm.
Yeah, used to like fly to one of your burrows and just, you know, it's an instant teleport. But yes.
Alright, I'm so far 3 patch notes back, and the only mentions of Rex I've seen are Chromas and someone having the username Sai. Oh, hey, okay, back in 8.4, I got the buff, so.
Okay.
Mostly a while ago, yeah. That's the same patch we saw a buff on Vel'Koz Q.
What is that, like
0.3
0.3 patches ago? We're on 8.17?
Yeah, we're on 8.17 right now.
Yeah, that's like 0.3 patches ago.
Yeah. Got a little bit added to the ratios. A little bit extra oomph.
But it's scaling though, so yeah. But
it doesn't affect the early game.
Yeah, because Rek'Sai going full tank is not a good idea because all your abilities do damage. There's you're not like like a Poppy where you gain extra MR AD, or Garen MR AD, or Maokai heal and you're tanky for no reason. And like, you know what I mean? Like Rek'Sai is not one of those champions or jungle champions that is an official tank champion. Rek'Sai is like the Nocturne, except very much different, to be honest. Like Nocturne just has a cooler ult, but Rek'Sai also got a cool ult as well. I mean, not being targetable, it could be dodged. You could sidestep it, but
yeah,
you gotta be LCS ready for that.
I remember right after the mini rework, the ulti on Rex, well, the new ulti was so laughably bad. You could actually just sidestep it, and it would miss.
Yeah, so they have to increase timing.
They actually fix that, so it is more consistent. I mean, you can still get out of it easily with dashes, I think, but still, just having that bit of extra consistency actually helps a lot.
But how many people have dashes, right? Besides the Fior's lunge and the shadows from Dead, like
yeah, there's a Braum dash technically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty easy to kill the Draven with. Because
Draven does have the stand aside though, and I think that can interrupt Rek'Sai's unburrow.
I think it does, but the damage goes through.
Yeah, because like Draven's stand aside is actually really powerful. It doesn't like a lot of damage, and the CC on it is kind of bad, but just the interrupting factor of it is such a huge powerful tool. Like the ability to interrupt jumps, especially like Tristana and Kha'Zix, interrupting those is absolutely huge. Oh god. Yeah, we're gonna be heading into the loading zone pretty quickly.
Fast like.
Let's hope we don't have to re-download spectator data this time.
Oh no! I was hoping you didn't say that the spectator mode can sense fear.
Yeah, just like an animal.
Alright. Oh! PTA Rek'Sai! Press the alt. I know, right?
I mean, it works well on her because you and then swiping them a bunch. It is really nice for dueling.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it procs so quickly because of your Q on the Rek'Sai.
Yeah. I don't know what else you would take on Rek'Sai though, unless you want Dark Harvest maybe, but it sounds a little iffy. Because Conquer kind of sounds good in theory, it's just Conquer on jump kind of sucks, because you want to be constantly in combat, so to instantly pop that Conquer bonus on someone as soon as you start fighting. But hey, everyone's loaded in, so we should start seeing people hopping out once these gates go down.
Oh yeah, I did not get an error. I'm actually straight into the game so far.
Same.
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be a fan. Like a giant fan. Oh gosh, this camera is just locked onto Bichon right now. Doing the dance of the new tribe.
the Go4ino tribe. There's Cinderella. Actually, starting the W on guys are interesting because I thought Q start was the norm just for that extra wave clear, which can be key, but I guess he wants the W for the poke. Gonna drop the ward. It is gonna give Jack a stack of his passive.
Everence also said you can also go Hell of Blades. So there's 2 ways to build Rek'Sai, and that's very interesting because I might start playing Rek'Sai myself because she's just so fun of a champion. I mean, she does have her bads and goods, pros and cons, but that's with every champion. To be honest, like not every champion's perfect. That's why there's 145 of them, and we still can't get one right.
Yeah, and I also didn't know that Rek'Sai had 2 access. I knew Q was an auto reset when she's Unburrowed Chomp is also an auto reset since it's a really quick cast.
Yeah, I like the fact that those auto resets can do so much, especially for the PTA right now. I believe the Hell of Blades is just for the movement speed, but
and does Hail Blades give move speed? No, right? It's just the attack speed.
Oh, attack speed, okay.
Yeah, and Hail of Blades kind of makes sense on junglers since you tend to be out of combat.
Ooh.
Ishan gonna be forced to flash. There's an instant press the attack proc from Ovo's Rek'Sai, and the fact that Zelfair was collapsing meant Ishan had to get out of there ASAP.
And with the PTA, with the wow, I was gonna say rare buff, red buff is gonna do a lot of damage here. And look at Jack. Spinning Blades, trying to take advantage of the level 2, actually gets the rush ability second. So, try to take full advantage of that. X3's gonna take a couple of poke down, which is really not ideal. Tanks shouldn't get hit by the spinning axe. And I believe Chip is winning the 1v1 here.
Yeah, although not having that stand aside on Draven can be really key, because you can actually stuff the Alistar Headbutt Pulverize combo with it, which is, a pretty big deal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a great 2-man knockup, but still, it's Draven. Oh, Infernal Change, full combo, and the PTA will proc for the last auto attack bonus.
Yeah, man. It's just Kitty Katarina didn't have time to flash there. The CC chain was really strong outside on the side of NF Unlimited there. Props to them. First blood gonna be going to Ovo. Might have been more optimal to give it a shift there just so he could have a bigger advantage in this lane and really throw it around. But hey, you get first blood, he gets assist money plus some extra EXP. And getting first blood onto Ovo's Rek'Sai isn't bad because it looks like he's going for a damagey build. And just having that extra gold early will make him a really big threat if he decides to counter jungle or gets a really good counter gank in.
That full combo just opened up my eyes on how long you will remain airborne while the Rek'Sai and the Aatrox just does a large amount of damage. And that was an insane combo. It was well coordinated by NF Unlimited. And, if they keep doing those kind of runs, I think NF is going to be able to win this early game of how dominant that kind of combination can keep going.
And the first dragon is the Ocean, which is really huge this early in the game. Mid killer Jay would absolutely love it on the Zed to stomach the Zelfair harass, but Zelfair would also love it himself so he can keep spamming out those bombs. That's just the mid lane. Top lane would also love it, bot lane would also love it for both sides. So we might actually see a bit of contention for this early from both sides.
Yeah, and actually a snowball's gonna be built up here by Bichon in the backside of the lane. Infernal Chain's gonna lock down Kitty Katarina, but will this snowball have any huge effect? And no, not really. Chip is fine.
Land.
Yeah, but no, the damage wasn't that dramatic at all.
Ooh, look at this potential gank from Ovo. This is another one of Rek'Sai's strengths, just the ability to take these really weird ganks.
Oh, there goes a knockup and another knockup, and that is gonna beat Jack on the airborne, but doesn't seem like it's gonna do too much there. Look at how well he's juggling those spinning axes.
Yeah, Draven's entire skill cap is coming from axes. Because just learning the pattern of them and just it's really hard. Because okay, with other ADCs you can react. With Draven you have to be much more proactive in your kiting.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, is this Mid Killer J for a... Yeah, coming in from the backside. Horizon's gonna get the stun, and there goes the snowball rolling down, but Jax is like, nope, that is my kill. The death mark is not gonna be enough on Cinderay, and Ovio is here on the bot side, but that is actually a huge minion wave. I believe that is 6 caster minions and 3 soldier minions in the front, so there's gonna be a lot of damage, but the Mega Inferno Bomb has way more damage output, and Bichon is not able to walk out of there alive. Zephyr comes in clutch for the kill. Assist.
Yeah. Good job by Zephyr there to really pick up the kill. Was the most important thing about that gank is Jack got the kill on this Draven, and if you look at the gold lead now, that propelled him up by 700 gold, which is huge for just a single kill. That's one of the biggest problems if you're facing a Draven. If he gets that early first kill, it's just a Nightbrand lane since he has such a massive gold lead on you. And now look at it, that's netting him that extra Vamp Scepter, giving him the little bit of extra sustain if he wants to go for these trades, and eats up a lot of minion aggro or a Q from Cinderay.
Seems like Chip is keeping his wallet full for now. Does have a lot of gold, but there is no discount for how long you're going to be willing to invest. But seems like Kitty Katarina gonna bite more than, I'm not going to say it like that, but still is going to lose out the 1v1 against Chip, which is the Grand Challenge. Sure, it does a lot of damage, but the World Ender just brings back Chip alive, even after death.
Yeah, that's... Aatrox's such a huge lane bully, and Fiora's early game is a tad weak, because she really wants those items to get rolling just for the sustain, the cooldown, and the wave clear. But yeah, without that, it is kind of hard, and now there's a 19 CS lead with a kill and assist to boot for Chip. It's giving him a healthy 900 gold lead.
Yeah, and... Sorry, Kitty missed out like 5 CS, and the big ones too, like the soldier, the melee minions, and 1 siege. So getting a bit further out on the lead there, but X3's actually gonna get ganked up here, and the biggest snowball ever just rolls down in through the lane and gets the kill.
See what this results in might be an Ocean Dragon C2-man gooning mid. Nope, just gonna be the Ocean Dragon. Could be really nice for the side of Skyward this early on. Kitty Katarina gonna really appreciate that in the top lane since he's not having the best time.
Yeah, but look how much damage Oval does, and that Ground Zero does nothing. There goes the Rek'Sai on Horizon though. Glacial Fishers, but Cinderay right behind Horizon. Might be able to die, but Ovo gets the flash over the wall. Jack is gonna get killed off for the shutdown. Ovo's on a killing spree, but when he goes down, and no, he doesn't. That Cinderay getting the last bit of health, getting the kill on top of Mid Killer J, and that will be 4 members down for the side of Skyward eSports.
That was absolutely huge there. NF Unlimited losing no one. Another huge ulti from Zephyr to stop another objective, another objective being taken by the side of Skyward, and picks up, even more kills for his team, and now Ovo is 4-0 on this Rex side. Had some doubts about Rek'Sai going into this, but there's a 4-kill shutdown going over to Skyjack's Draven. This Draven is really scary right now with the 3 kills, propelling him to a 1.48 lead.
He just got back. He had 0 money in the bank, and now he's at 800. That was a 800 gold kill on the Rek'Sai for the shutdown. Well, 750 to be exact, I believe, right? If you have 2 kills, I mean,
yeah,
wasn't on a rampage.
Then he got 25 from his passive, and then...
Yeah, and here comes Chip. Does have the World Ender running, but he's actually just trying to crawl back under the tower. The Grand Challenge is going to be procced up. Infernal Chains to pull back Kitty Katarina. One more turret shot would have definitely killed Kitty there.
Watch Ovo in this bot lane, gonna meet up Mid Killer J.
Yeah, but Mid Killer J is not going to be able to do too much there. The death mark is going to proc up, but Oval just still with full health, incredibly absorbs the all-in damage from Mid Killer J's dead.
Yeah, good pickup there for the side of NF Unlimited. Gonna also net them this Ocean. We were talking about it as really huge for this early game.
But there is an answer to that Ocean. Bishan has already started up the Rift Herald, and we all know that the consume from Nunu is like 10 smites at that point.
Yeah, but that's first tower going down for the side of NF Unlimited off the back of that kill. Immediate Rift Herald summon from Bishan. I guess he wants it to come mid. Maybe he's fat fingering the keyboard, not entirely sure. But
oh, I forgot to replace my ward. That's exactly what happens to me sometimes. But because Mid Killer J, oh, that rip could have been a bait for Chip to roam down, and let's see if they are able to get the kill, and no, they are not. So either a misclick because it absorbs into your trinket, or Bishan was trying to set up a sneaky play there by putting up pressure instantly down at the mid, while the rest of the entire team was around the bot side getting the first tower.
And now there's a bit of a gold lead to be able to up for the side of NF Unlimited, and yeah. And now there's an Ocean Dragon on this Ziggs that Zephyr has. He's gonna be happy just staying in the mid lane, constantly throwing up his Qs and the Z's to annihilate his waves.
3 assists due to the global ult from the Mega Infernal Bomb. Builds up quite a bit of gold. Also has a CS lead. Not better than Jack's CS lead on the side of Skyward, but still, you know, keeping up better than Mid Killer JZ, who roamed around about twice and got killed twice in the exact same number of roams that he's done so far. And then Kitty Katarina 0-2, already trailing behind with 76 CS to the 105 from Chip.
As you said, the bot lane for the side of Skyward, the only lane that's beating their counterpart right now. Kind of unfortunate, but if they do tough it out, they will be fine. Since once Kitty Katarina gets to the point where he can easily deal with Chip, I'll make the side lane split push that much better. Although Cinderray will also outscale Jack's Draven.
Yeah, so far this is looking closer and closer to a game number 3 as NF Unlimited looking to cause a tie, a 1-for-1 tie here against Skyward eSports, who dominated, not totally dominated, but at least dominated the late game from their champion pool.
Yep, and things are calming down a little, and the gold lead isn't insurmountable by any means, but it is a little concerning.
Yeah,
I see a bit of a trade.
Oh, Zephyr dodges the snowball and also the ground 0 from Nunu. That was a huge play.
Yeah. But that is going to leave Zephyr vulnerable, but he doesn't have Azonia's or that Seeker's Arm Guard yet, which would really help him be able to first. He does at least have the barrier, but you got to be careful.
Look at that parry and auto attacks from Kitty Katarina. Did 0 damage to Chip. Chip is just that much harder to kill at the moment.
That's just the tap eyes coming in hot, and Kitty Katarina not proccing any vitals there.
Kitty is also about 1,600 gold apart from Chip, so
yeah,
definitely.
Chip's just got all this mana loss harass that Kitty Katarina has trouble dealing with, since he just pops the Q, can constantly Well, since you got that 3-charge Q, that's just a lot of zoning potential that you have. And it's been making Kitty Katarina miss the CS. Mid-killer Jake gonna get tagged up by the guy, you know? Cinderake, kind of considering, but ultimately not. Chip gonna take a tower shot.
Yeah, so far mid-killer Jay is also not having a good time at the mid lane. The tower does fall due to the satchel charge from the Ziggs, which is very strong. I mean, Ziggs does a lot of damage, has escapes, and you know, new update from a long time ago, the satchel charge just instantly kills 35% health remaining on towers, I believe.
I think it's 25% rank 1 and then kills up.
Okay, so
You know what? I can quickly check the Wikia. I know it's
really good.
Rank.
Yeah.
I know bot lane Ziggs, back when that first became a thing, they would actually max the W just for that. Even though W isn't really all that good yet. So basically rank 1 25% and that goes up to 35% threshold.
Oh, okay. So far they even did changes to the mages too, because mages wouldn't hit towers that hard. So now mages with a lot of AP, they do still have slow attacks, but I'd rather have that powerhouse one hitters, especially from the Ziggs passive.
Because it used to be 50%. Well, okay, so originally it used to be 40%. Or no, I think before that they didn't factor in AP. Then they made it 40%. Then they made it 50%, and then they made it 60%. So that did actually contribute a lot to why towers feel so sheer now. Just that extra damage. And that did help buff up things like the Twisted Bane Gaston, who tend to push with the Lich Bane. And there's a Cloud Dragon going over to the side of NF Unlimited. Dragons so far going the same way as they did last game.
Yeah, right now Jack is like the only hope on this Draven for the side of Skyward eSports, and ball is rolling again. It's gonna hit the wall, but should have also canceled that biggest snowball ever because of the positioning on how NF was. They were ready to go in on Nunu, on Bishan, if he would have kept on going for that engage. But it seems like there is a 3-man top here. NF Unlimited are looking to maybe shut down Jack because Jack has a lot of, I believe it's, I cannot check the Draven stacks. Can you see the Draven stacks?
He should have a ton. It's been a while since he's died.
Yeah, he has the most farm, and it stacks for every time you catch your axe or you farm, and he's done a lot of that.
Yeah, so on his buff bar, it kind of displays it, but only the first 2 digits. I believe he has over 200 right now.
Yeah.
So if he cashes that in, that's like 450 gold, at least, ish.
Yeah, because it says 20. I'm like, that's impossible, but we might be seeing a fight here. There goes the Glacial Fisher, but she's actually just going to set up a wall here, which is actually good enough. No one else can follow suit onto that engage, and X Street almost goes down, even though he does proc his ult. There goes Bishan, getting the ball rolling again. He's trying to get something on the inside. He is full AP, but I don't think does as much damage as Ovu does right now.
For sure. Bishan, he might have a better initial burst, but that's just for a short duration. Ovo will definitely out-damage him if the trades go on. Ovo just gonna pop on back over.
Oh, there goes the knockup, and Jack has to be careful. There goes the ult, gets the flash, and the whirling blade is not going to be good enough. And CinderRay trying to finish off the kills, but no, that's gonna be going to Horizon for the finish there, and that is Ovo heading back to base, barely with his life hanging on by a thread. Oh no,
yeah.
He canceled. Again, Infernal Bomb. Does nothing.
Yeah.
X3 goes in, gets stunned up. There goes the snare as well, and X3 can't get out, but he does have to use that flash. Not being able to hold the tower, and speaking of not being able to hold the towers, Kitty Katarina also having troubles here on the bot side, inner tower. And dies, actually.
Yeah, there's just nothing he can really do right now. He's having to constantly dodge all this stuff from Chip, whether it's the Q or just him tossing out the W. Because the W instantly applies damage and then also procs the combo, and that's just a bunch of extra poke damage Katarina doesn't want to deal with. Thankfully, he does now have the Ravenous Hydra, so just that extra sustain and the wave pushing power is going to help him immensely in this. But he is considerably far behind right now, almost 2,000 gold compared to his lane counterpart.
Definitely 40 CS behind too, so that's big. That just spells big trouble there.
But Skyward eSports, they're by no means out of this game. They've kept the gold lead the same, well, at the similar about 2,000 to 3,000 gold mark for ever since the 10 to 12 minute mark, which is really good for them.
Tower goes down. That's a fear. Just, you know what? Let me go and just shut that tower for you. For the finish there. Inner tower has been broken down the bot side. Or Skyward, so.
Here comes the biggest snowball ever, though.
And hits right on top of Cinderay, but Cinderay is going to go onto the backside with the killer instincts, and Jack still not going to be able to proc his passive there just yet. Chip is taking up a lot of damage. Bit by bit, he will die slowly but surely, but here comes the ball rolling again down at the mid lane. This time it's going to actually instantly proc the World Ender there, and Chip gonna be forced to flash away. That is gonna be the ground zero, and that is airborne for Kitty there, not being able to land on all 4 feet. Will die.
Oh, they're so close to getting that shutdown on Chip. Had they got that, Kitty Katarina finally would have been on the board. That extra bit of economy would have helped him out so much, but Chip gets out with the skin of his teeth, and Ovo able to pick up a kill on Kitty Katarina.
Yeah, Kitty Katarina is good for now. Cats do have 9 lives. He's only died 4. So, you know, still a bit of ways to completely deny Kitty Katarina here. Even though Kitty Katarina is behind on CS, team is still holding up strong, even against an increments of lead here and there from the side of NF Unlimited.
So basically, Skyward right now, they know Kitty Katarina is way too far behind and can't deal with Chip, so they're just saying, do your best to deal with him and minimize the loss. We'll try and win elsewhere on the map.
And if they don't win this game, then, you know, let's win the next game after that, right? Let's just move on, keep our heads high, held high. Whatever happened last game happened, but definitely Chip is in the handicap spot right now. He's not doing so good. I believe that was due to just one little early gank, or maybe just the champion itself there, but it looks like ground zero is gonna hit up, does 0 damage, and Killer J is gonna go in here, but he is alone. Nothing.
With both those members dying, Baron is probably gonna be the call here. Should be pretty easy. There's no smite or consume to really contest it. Bishan just late there and runs into his death, and then I'm not sure what mid Killer J was doing. I'm guessing he was just feeling confident he could maybe get a kill there and go. Still, gotta be 24-minute Baron here for the side of NF Unlimited after they get
Whirling Blades goes in, but the smite's gonna go ahead and determine that grab. Chip's gonna go over the wall. He tried 3 times but couldn't. Jack is juggling those axes, but not enough damage on top of Chip there. That inner mid?
Yeah, another tower dropping. NF Unlimited is up to a 5-0 tower lead. So the gold lead we said was staying steady has now ballooned up much higher to roughly 7k. So Skyward eSports are definitely on the back foot here, and they're gonna have to start making some plays to try and get back in this game, because currently what they're doing doesn't seem to be working out too well for them.
No, not at all. I mean, Jack, he still has his stacks, but he hasn't been able to get a single kill with those stacks at all, so that has to hurt a bit there. I mean, he's worked so hard to get stacks, not been able to use that passive at all. That's like one ability not being used from a champion that they have chosen to use, you know, full capability of what that champion can do. So not getting some of these kills is pretty big here for the side of Skyward eSports.
For sure, and with this Baron, Skyward runs into the issue of how do we... Because their best bet is really Bishan just rolling in with the biggest snowball ever and hoping that's someone, but that's a really telegraphed, and this is a full AP Nunu who just instantly dies. We saw it in that dragon fight.
Yeah, Snowball does nothing as extra. He's just gonna take the full body damage there from the Snowball, but still, Zephyr, Cinderace, they're doing a lot of damage. The Mega Infernal Bomb. Unbreakable does nothing to reduce it, and X-Street, once again, just running into there, and Jax has to be careful here, but he gets taken out. Will lose half his stacks, and Cinderace, though, goes all in with the Killer Instincts, but is gonna be forced to go out. Infernal Chains brings back Bishan, but that does not matter. It's still 1-for-1, ADC for ADC, but let's see who still is going to be the champion of this 4v4, and Bishan will get taken out as X-Street catches him out cold, and that is going to be Kitty Katarina still alive. So is Mid-KJ, but no, Kitty actually gets caught out as well. Same fate as the B-Shot, but no, it doesn't seem like anything's going to be here, and that is going to be a tie game as NF Unlimited wins game 2.
NF Unlimited just taking that game in 26 minutes. Pretty quick, especially if you compare it to the over 40-minute epic we had last game. But yeah, here we go, game 3.
Yep, this is actually getting pretty intense because... I mean, I'm not rolling with stats or anything like that, just from watching games. I believe Skyward eSports is like one of the tougher teams in the league currently. So seeing NF Unlimited right here, putting a number on their board as well, you know, this is legit. Like, this is legit.
Yeah.
NF Unlimited might even be able to take the entire match game series tonight.
Yeah, but I'm thinking we hop into a quick intermission here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we will be right back for game 3.
What's holding you down? I ain't like others. Don't let them hold your ground. I am in the summer sky. I am hearing all the lies. I'm standing on the edge of a cliff. Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven's end with me tonight. Trying to find our place in this world. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Keep our secrets there, hide them everywhere. Just you and I. Just you and I. outside lane, missing exits. I'm glued to the pavement, between the lines. I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, and I don't need to go around anymore. It's time to break away. Forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel? Full steam through the setbacks. You can't win them all, but I'm proud I tried. I'm glad we had a dialogue. It's good to shape the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time. Taking risks, I'm casting off without a lifeline. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel? Don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna feel Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight. Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
Alright, welcome back, guys. We're now in for our third match of the night. Just getting into Champ Select. NFL Women, gonna start off with the Dracon ban. I apologize if we sound a little worn out now, just after the previous two games. Plus, also, are both feeling a little sleepy on the cassie desk, but hey, we'll keep up the good hustle. There's the Yasuo ban, the Sejuani ban.
We do
So far, the
good.
bans are pretty similar to what they were the previous two games.
Yeah, if I've seen for the past two games with my own two eyes witnessed this, actually just been playing so aggressive on the blue side, and I want to give 2 points to blue side right now. Even though blue and red aren't really teams, but placement on the map is very important.
Yeah, and there's the Rek'Sai ban coming out, not wanting to get his that again. And there's that Aatrox chip was doing so well on, but Kitty Katarina is gonna try to Riven into it this time, see if that works better. And Bishan's gonna put out the Gragas. Gragas has been switching to Predator more often now, just for that extra bit of mobility and burst in ganks. That's actually a Poppy jungle, and that's the Vel'Koz we've been seeing banned away from Zelfa this entire series so far.
You know, I wanted to say the same thing. Like, that's a Poppy jungle. I have not seen this, and I do want to see this because I love Poppy as well. I mean, I love all champions, but my most favorite one is Varus. Varus is so good, but Poppy jungle, I have not seen that before, so I will love to just watch and learn and cast this game as this goes by. But that's gonna be a Morgana, a Camille ban. Oh, by the way, we went through pro draft. That's why you're seeing a top lane ban, even though they've already had their top lane out. The only thing left is the bot lane, which nothing was flexed. I mean, I think, okay, the only thing that was flexed was Gragas, right? Gragas was flexed at the end in the pro draft.
Yeah, I closed the pro draft, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, but go ahead.
No, I was gonna go nowhere. I was just gonna repeat that the Kog'Maw was picked. It's gonna be Gragas and Zillion. Oh, I thought Zillion was a fail champion too, but that's actually a Zillion port.
Interesting. I do know Sky Horizon like to play that a lot. Zillion does of course bring the Guardian Angel ultimate, has pretty decent harass in lane, not to mention just the 99% slow and the pretty good speed up for your allies. Although a very Zillion lane has to be careful against Alistar, since Alistar can just really go in on you. Sky Horizon and Skyjack are gonna really need to poke out X3 in this lane to ward off the engage, or at least make it so if X3 does engage, he dies pretty quickly.
So far, these compositions are so aggressive. They're aggressive in their own way. But, you know, it seems like NF Unlimited, they have the ins and outs. And a little bit ins and outs from the side of Skyward eSports, because Zillion can be good for Gage. Gragas Explosive Cast can also be good for disengage, and I believe that's it. I mean, Riven can get a stun off, but you know, I don't really see the point where Kitty is going to be in the front line anytime soon, because Kitty is on the top side or just pushing type with that teleport. Then we're just going to see Kitty most of the times on the off screen in a different lane. But I do want to see how the Riven matches up against the Aatrox. Or really did not do last game.
Yeah, hopefully Riven has a bit more presence, really, but I know Riven is also a scaling champ as well. But hey, maybe just having all those dashes will help him avoid all of the Qs that Chip wants to check out, not to mention the W. And yeah, if anyone in Twitch chat has any questions or comments they want to shoot at us, feel free to go ahead. Because spectator delay is a beautiful time to sound out that and pauses. Oh lord.
Oh yeah. If there's anyone on Twitch chat that wants to put in their own 2 cents or Yeah, it'll be awesome. You know, I love to read and interact with the Twitch chat. Let's see who is still also alive and bearing with us right now. But I'd like to thank you all for sticking around either way. Much love from here in the caster's desk at the Nightfall League. So it's still a beautiful day. It's just I had a long day outside and since like 8 a.m. in the morning, and I just came back and then, you know, hey, there's a game in like 5 minutes, and then oh.
Is this a new jungler for NF? I think so.
I think so. Yes, I believe so. I believe so because so far there's a new jungle on NF, and coincidentally there's also a new mid laner for Skyward as well.
Yeah, Midkiller J was the... Can't really play from China, as you know, bit of a ping issue, not to mention the whole internet dealio over there.
Yeah. And yeah, OVO definitely, even though he is new to the roster, he's definitely not new to the game. He did so well last game as well. I mean, with the Rek'Sai, complete domination, I believe, because first of all, catching up Bishan didn't have flash early game because meeting the Rek'Sai. Oh, my bad. I totally forgot that was like the spectator delay left so soon, you know?
Yeah. Oh lord, what's this new Nightfall thing I'm seeing on stream?
Oh, when they gave us the overlays, I saw like one of the files and it was a video file, and I was all like, what is this? And then I was like, you know what? They gave it to us to use it. Gosh darn it, I'm gonna use it. I don't know where they wanted me to use it, but I know they want it. I know they want to use it, so I want to use it, you know? It's their video transition. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's really loud though, but it's pretty cool when you get the volume settings.
Yeah, I don't know, just all these new things for the overlay can be kind of a pain though, as if you're having to juggle and casting with it.
It's all good. I just put it into my Photoshop and I fixed it here and there.
Yeah.
Their overlay's fun though. I believe we got new overlay. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's just more of having to remember that and cast.
Yeah, I can't wait to install the new overlays.
Me too, since the old ones are kind of funny to look on.
There's always room for. Oh, yeah. So, here we go. Oh, that's a. Wait, what? What kind of Kaiser skin is that? I think that's a chroma skin.
Yeah, it's just a chroma.
Man, I like that League added chromas, you know?
Initially, they did kind of suck since they were expensive, but yeah.
I thought they were gonna be blue essence, but they just made everything to cash now. Like, what do I do with my blue essence
they
now?
They need to make money, which is, you know, understandable.
Yeah, I just wish they didn't need money. You know, like that much money. Like,
yeah,
they need every single cash amount. You know, even like up to the cent. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. My biggest issue with the blue essence system is, yeah, you unlock champions faster, but it's kind of dependent on what shards you get when you level up, which kind of sucks. Because the shards are discounted, which makes them easy to unlock, but if you want a specific champ, you gotta save up the same amount. Since you only have earned blue essence on like first wins or leveling up, it's a big unfort.
Yeah, and I had all champions already, so that has no effect on me besides the new upcoming champions that I've yet seen. So far, we've only seen reworks, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy that they are kind of chilling down on the releases a little, because at 140 champions, that's just way too insane. And it's gonna be reach the point where there's like, because there's already a huge information barrier for players now with 140 champs. What happens when you hit like 150, 170, 200? It's like,
then things
Holy
needs to be
moly.
rebalanced, you know, like, because most of the champions already been played. You no longer see Shaco unless you see that Shaco one trick that's pretty popular on Twitch. But other than that, like, you really don't see Shaco anymore, which as quite as annoying. I hate Shaco, but at least that champion was being played, and now it just seems like, oh, that champion is not viable, along with other champions that aren't as viable.
Yeah, I'll admit though, Shaco's one of my most hated champions. He feels so terrible to play against. He pops out of stealth and just like one-shots you with autos. Then he has all those slippery escapes. Just a really annoying champion to deal with.
Here we go. Let's see how great this Poppy is, because Bishan and Obo are here on a 1v1, but Saphir, hey, wait a minute.
That's a flat. Oh yeah, because he didn't have the slam wall. That's
Yeah, he just used his body shot to get Ovo into the rift pit. But Saphir's all like, no, we're not going to watch this 1v1. I'm going to come in and help out my teammate. Well, you know, mid killer J was stuck trying to clear the waves, and I believe Vel'Koz has the better wave clear at the early game. So we're going to see a lot more like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But top lane does look like it's going better this game for Kitty Katarina at least, which is good. Last game he really struggled.
Oh, there goes the headbutt pulverize combo and the stun along with the ignite, but oh, the Void Seeker gets the first blood.
Yeah, that was the passive proc actually from Cinderay. Jax still has the heal, and I guess Horizon didn't have the stun available to help out his AD.
Are you saying the caustic wounds helped that kill out?
Yeah, the Kaisa passive proc. Still, first blood going over to Kaisa is pretty scary.
Yeah, because the first item on Kaisa is like what? Oh, actually, I've been seeing a really standard one.
Oh, Midkiller J's in trouble here.
No, he got Singwind pull, but I've seen this before. I don't know how many times though. I lost count after maybe 4. So I'm guessing 5, right? Because that makes sense.
Here comes Bichon with the Predator.
Yeah, body slam, very short. Chip is gonna be able to get away here though, but Kitty Katarina could go in. Just, you know, the stun is on cooldown. Chooses to go to. Ovo is on the side at the wings, waiting to see if Kitty Katarina is gonna use that flash to try to get the kill. And
Oh god, yeah.
yeah. Oh, Chip is stuck between all the minions. It's a lot of minion
See if
damage.
Ovo decides to flash for this. Ovo does not decide to flash for it. And Bichon is on the side.
Yeah.
2-on-2. Looks like that won't be the case. Chip just gonna back here and probably teleport back to this lane.
Kitty's gonna just finish up both this lane. Sorry, I don't know what I just said there, but Chip, though, he's gonna be forced to use the teleport because that's way too many minions under the tower to just walk all the way back to the lane and lose out.
And this first blood that Cinderay got is actually putting him at a huge advantage. He's now got that beat sword to just the longsword and dagger on Jack. And since he's got that Alistar support, Hollands are pretty easy.
Oh, I don't think I finished what I said. I was gonna say Cinderay on the Kaisa, or what I've seen on Kaisa builds, they go for Storm Razor first before the Rage Blade.
Yeah, it's Storm Razor into Rage Blade. Because that gives you the, well, I think it should give you the 2 evolutions for both your Q and your E. Bichon showing bot means he's gonna lose out his Raptors here to Ovo.
Raptors is pretty big.
Yeah, alright. Oh lord. I just want to sleep, man.
Yeah, I don't even want to lay down and cast on my bed. I'll just like fall asleep, and then the NF the NF Twitch would go on for like 8 or more hours.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that, you know. I don't want to do that, but
Oh, see a bit of an all-in in the top lane.
actually, yeah, because they're both level 6, but I still believe Chip has a better ult than the Katarina. Because I mean, Oh my god, because his name. But the Riven, it's more potential than the Rivenal, because Rivenal, you know, it's more like an execution. Cinderay is actually here on the backside. There goes the hail of arrows and a double stun. Double bomb's gonna land. Cinderay is gonna get blocked on the Void Seeker there. There goes the piercing arrow. Full damage. The missiles have been shot on the top side for here. Seems like everyone's down at the bot lane here besides the top lane, obviously.
Yeah, Bichon's looping around the backside here. Can be spotted out now and chooses not to go on pretty wisely.
Yeah, and that was up to X3 too. Like if X3 did not, or stalled a little bit more than a second, he would have been caught out. But because he just pulled back and started going in her tower, he just barely missed Bichon's you know, aggressive attempt to lane gank there.
And there's Bichon popping in that mid lane. Kitty Katarina get pulled back in. Thankfully, he does have the scepter to help him sustain. It's just all this constant pressure from Chip's Q is kind of adding up on Kitty Katarina here. Thankfully, he is staying relatively even in CS and being a wave and a half behind. It's not the end of the battle.
There goes the double longswords for Cinderay.
Compared to just the Vamp Scepter of Jack, which you will enjoy. Just being able to lifesteal after trades is really key, although it matters less in an all-in lane like an Alistar. Kitty Katarina actually going in on the top lane. Bichon's coming in hot.
Yeah, there goes the body slam. It's gonna land, and the World Ender barely procs up, so there is no meter born. That's a great explosive cast from Bichon, able to bring back Chip for the kill.
And that's gonna be handed over to Kitty Katarina and push him in the lead in this lane, thankfully.
I know you can switch between aggressiveness and passiveness, like passive aggressive with the Aatrox. By that I mean you can boost your AD at the cost of your health, or you can gain lifesteal back. And so far, I think Kitty Katarina is gonna go for lifesteal items. I don't know if that's a BF sword though. Vampiric Scepter, Phage, and Cloth Armor. That's like trying to build 3 items at once. Obviously that's not gonna happen. Corrupting Chains is gonna go down though. Cinderay throws down the Acadian Rain, does a lot of damage, but Jack is actually gonna fire back.
Well, mid lane has actually been relatively quiet.
Yeah, I mean, it's farm champ versus farm champ, right?
Yeah, but the fact that there's a pretty decent lead for Self-Fair is decently big.
Yeah, Saphir just self-care is just, you know, his early game is just better in the farming phase or lane phase than it is to the Vladimir. His transfusion isn't strong enough, and his tides of blood is not strong enough either. And Vel'Koz, he has a lot of AP input, but doesn't have too many escapes and is definitely squishy. So, you know, easy target to kill, but deals one of the most damage in the game right next to Zoe, I believe.
And here's a Dragon Star from the side of NF Unlimited. They should be able to get this uncontested. Bichon's a little too far away. Yep, there it is. Early Ocean, always really good for whichever team gets it. Oh, cute. I'll put in good work for the rest of the game. Mid-Killer J, gonna hop onto Zephyr here. Zephyr gonna take a huge chunk.
Yeah, and Ovo is trying to get in onto that fight. The slam is gonna miss on the wall though. And oh, that's transfusion at max with that new meter that did not exist a couple of patches ago. Just does a lot of extra damage. The flash is actually used from Cinderay. Was caught out in that dragon pit. No way out.
And in that trade, we did start to see the threat of Mid-Killer J there, because he was doing a lot of damage to both Ovo and Zelfair there. Had he gotten I imagine he could have potentially killed Zelfa there with his ulti. Granted, he doesn't have Ignite on this flat. Because I know there was actually a time, and I don't know if it's still a thing, where Vladimir just go the Predator so they can take the Flash Ignite.
Huh, so right now Predator is being used. I've seen it used like 100 times, which is good, by the way, good. It's better than just using it once and I couldn't do too much, guys. Bishan's actually using that Predator every single time it's available, but you know, not every single time it's available. It's just whenever he's done farming inside his own jungle, just goes to a lane, uses it, and tries to get a gank. So right now he's done with the blue buff. Does not need to desperately grab the wolf camp right now. And Ovo is actually in the base right now. And look at this flash coming in. Explosive cast is available, but not in range to bring Zephyr back.
Yeah, good either from Zephyr to keep Bishan's Gragas on out of there. Had that body slam landed into the explosive cast, Zephyr probably would have died.
There's no flash follow-up, and also the knock-up from Vel'Koz. I mean, I did not see Zephyr. Zephyr actually used the flash to get out. Just the knock-up and the walk home, good enough.
I also see the Rift Herald being taken here by Ovo. Chip destroying him right now, but that's another advantage going over to the side of NF Unlimited.
Yeah, the Rift is already being taken as well.
Yeah, this mid tower is in that kill range for that Rift Herald. There's a real threat of Ovo just coming mid, dropping the Herald, and picking up that tower, since mid killer J can't really use any CC to stop it, because his only CC is his pull.
You think the explosive cast can push the Rift Herald backwards?
I don't know.
Yeah, since I've never seen it, I don't know either. Like, is it possible? Because, okay, you just gotta get it before it charges, because when it starts charging, you can't do anything to the Rift. Can you do anything with the explosive cast before the charge?
And the Sky Horizon has the 2 on this Zillion. Pretty common pickup considering how mana hungry Zillion is.
And now we started to see mid killer J being able to clear the waves a bit quicker than the Vel'Koz, but still falls pretty much under. And there goes the Blade of the Rune King erupting chain down, and Predator was saved by Bishan. Maybe we'll go for a second chance at the gank down at the bot, or maybe go for Zephyr, which is a little bit out of position, but there is a ward that will tell everyone on the side of the blue team that Bishan will be around at the mid.
Yep. And overall, this game has actually been really quiet compared to the others. 1 kill for side so far. Could have seen a second kill for Skyward there, but X Street used the ulti and flash to get out.
Yeah, speaking of silence in the Rift, I mean, 15 minutes, we would see everyone in the mid right now, but everyone's still stuck in lane phase right now.
Yeah. Oh god, last game, I believe the first tower had already been taken by now. Hobo's walking towards mid lane, potentially just wanting to drop Herald. Taking out this ward. Has his bot lane here as well. This has to be a Rift Herald drop for this first tower. Yep.
Yep, and Bishan is here. Horizon's making his way up, and so is Jack as well. But this is still a 4-man push, and wow, Chip has actually made it to the mid lane as well. Here comes the slam from the Herald. That is going to be enough for the takedown in just 1 go, but the Rift is not yet done. It's just going to slam against the inner tower on the mid side, but everyone's here on the side of Skyward. There's just no fight at all, especially from side of NF Unlimited.
Yeah, nothing they could really do there to stop that Rift Herald. Ovo just zoning out Bishan's Gragas. W threat there. Had he popped that, would have stuffed the engage, and Bishan probably goes down there.
Oh,
gonna
double
take
stun.
a bit of damage here.
Yeah, fairly even on the bot side for the farm, fairly even on the top side for farming, but the mid is suffering so much on the side of Skyward.
But hey, gold lead's starting to form fourth side of NF Unlimited. With a tower take. Oh, Lord.
17 minutes in. Cloud Drake is available. That was a really good Rift play though from NF Unlimited. And now they're doing a Dragon take too. We're just winning out on objectives all over the place right now.
Yep, and NF Unlimited again getting the early Ocean Cloud Dragon. And up next we have another Infernal. Man, there's not been a single Earth Dragon this series.
No,
That's
there
kinda
hasn't.
funny.
I know. No love for the Earth.
MightyRai taking a fat chunk there from the Vel'Koz research and development passive.
I believe a pincer move was almost initiated on top of Kitty Katarina, but that's a slippery ribbon. It's gonna be really hard to get anything off of that. Oh, Jack is missing out a couple of damage on that tower. But I think it's fine though. I mean, go back with what you have earned so far. Recurved bow. The Rage Blade is already 1,000 gold on a discount because you bought one of the items for it already.
Oh, recall almost canceled there. MightyRai just getting it. The mid lane farm has blossomed to a 40 minion lead for Selfair, which pretty good. Netting him pretty decent gold lead of
I mean, he's
roughly
20.
1,300.
He's 20 CS from perfect too.
Damn, yeah. Although I guess there hasn't been too much action in this game.
Oh,
That's a lot of damage.
And
Bichon might
Bichon.
actually be able to get this kill.
no, that's gonna be a flash return from Saphir, and he's gonna be able to get out of there alive. But great play from Horizon and Jack to make that possible either way.
It does cost Bichon's flash for it, but that's something you'll take. Since Zelfair, he's a really immobile Vel'Koz, and not having flash up makes it so vulnerable to any engages from Bichon.
Yeah, X-Ray is going to get engaged on right here. He's going to be able to ult to get rid of the slows, but does not matter. The heal is actually going to be used up from Cinderace. I don't think that's going to be enough, and yes it is. That's going to be a quick escape from X-Ray. Thought he could just get a little bit of engaged there, but the Blade of the Rune King is going to help out to just completely shred off all the health and damage on top of X-Ray. Still, you know, had to expend a couple of resources to get out of there alive. A little bit of a win on the bot side, but this top tower though, it's gonna go down.
Got Jack gonna eat the missile from the Kaisa W, but walks out. And X3 not having that flash could prove to be pretty big, since a flash pulverize into headbutt engage just to lock someone down and bring them into your team can make or break a team fight. Here comes Bichon. Doesn't have the Predator pop right now.
Yeah, but they know Street cannot get away, so Street is going to be the target, and unfortunately does go to Horizon. Horizon is just a support, but either way, MightyRai is going to stick around a bit longer. Bichon's in the brush, does not have, oh, still has the explosive cast actually, and might be able to get the kills. If here is the next one that does not have flash, by the way, so if they already took advantage of one person on NF Unlimited without the flash, can only imagine Saphir. But here comes the teleport that was completed a lot earlier here from the side of Chip, and Chip's gonna get the auto attack, but Horizon though is gonna come back alive. The corrupting chain is gonna miss. Kitty Katarina does not have teleport for the next 2 minutes, but I believe everyone's safe here for Skyward eSports.
Gonna get out with just that one kill. Although they also have to defend this tower so it doesn't drop. But Jack and Sky Horizon are gonna want to For this Infernal, it's spawning in a minute and a half just so they have the mana back up for hit. Not to mention spend it whatever gold they have.
So far, things looking smooth on the map. Maybe not objective-wise for Skyward, but at least, you know, it looks pretty smooth so far. And here comes the engage on the backside. Ovo goes in. There goes the flash from Cinder Ray and destructive disintegration ray from Zephyr. Gonna be able to pick up one kill as Ovo's just, you know, share the wealth and pick up another.
Easy 2 kills. Kitty Katarina and Bishan looking to go in on Chip.
Chip does have flash, but let's see if he can get away in time, but that's a full burst on top of Chip, so he's gonna go down. But this is the third tier 1 tower on the side of Skyward eSports that's gonna go down on the map.
Yeah, Skyward just hasn't been able to pick up towers in these past 2 games very well. We'll see if they're able to get themselves on the tower board soon, but there's a dragon that's an Infernal spawning in about 20 seconds, so you want to be down for that. Not free.
Look at this though. You said that they haven't been able to get any towers, and now Skyward eSports are going to be able to pick up their first tower of the game. So that's a little bit more improvement from the last game for sure. But either way, Ovo is still in the jungle. A little bit of invasion there. Rift Herald has not been available for a while. It's already been taken up. The Infernal Drake is here for free though. Don't think Bishan and Kitty Katarina is going to be in position to help this out. But they are on their way though. And wait a minute, Jack is going to get jumped on here, but there goes the slow. Corrupting Chains is available, but it's not going to be used up just yet. But Zephyr, actually, he's out of position. His flash is still off, and that's not going to be no escape there as the flash just came off on cooldown.
Skyward eSports do have to get something else to back up it. Trading 1 kill for Dragon is not worth unless it's a huge shutdown, especially if it's an Infernal. So we'll see what they can do with this temporary man advantage on the map. Looks like they are going to try and push and bot, but that tower's still pretty healthy and the waves is a bit far out. So they might not be able to get anything off of this.
Could also be overstaying, but look at this. Chip is going to get stunned up. Does have the World Ender, and that is going to be the proc. Infernal Chains is going to lock down Bishan, and Chip actually going to flash over Bishan's head in order to get the kill onto Jackson. I believe that's going to be a teleport that is fixed onto here. Kitty Katarina is here to maybe help out, stop this bleeding, but no, it's going to continue. Katarina is going to go over the wall, and looks like that's going to be a 2-for-0 in favor for NF Unlimited.
Yeah, just a fortunate bit of events there for Skyward. Looks like Midkiller J might be caught out. Already uses the pool, is gonna have to flash.
Yep, no ghost available. The disintegration ray is gonna dish out so much damage. There is no charge from his passive, and he is gonna go down. That is Midkiller J on a 40-second death timer, and Bishan still has about 5 seconds left. That's a tower gotten for the side of Skyward eSports, but what about this Baron? As this is going to be such an easy take for NF Unlimited.
They just, the side of NF Unlimited just shredding through the Baron thanks to the Kaisa against his and the on-hit from that. And with this Baron now, they should be able to extend their gold lead much, much further. I'll look to possibly crack open the base.
Chip gonna have, oh, that was a blind attempt there from Chip, and actually succeeds from there. And Kitty Katarina might be looking to distract Chip to make him stay a bit longer, but there is a ward across the river in the brush. So Bishan, if he tried to enter into that fight, Chip would have just turned head.
Yeah. Red buff gonna be taken here by Ovo. He's starting to get pretty tanky. He has the magic resist now and a chain vest. Gonna be difficult for Skyward to get through him, especially with just the natural tankiness Poppy has.
That tower just drops like butter on the inner tower at mid.
still only a 4K gold lead for the side of NF Unlimited, and Skyward does have better tools to at least try and engage on them this game. Bishan can go in with the body slam, hoping to get that barrel on someone. Could have a good flank from Kitty Katarina and potentially just CC the backline, and there's Sky Horizon just dying to straight Vel'Koz Q.
A lot of damage on that Q there, but here comes Chip though with the World Ender and diving in. The Infernal Chains is not going to be good enough, and Midkiller J, he is here on the side. Will be able to get the kill, but that's going to be the resurrection, and the explosive cast though, that's going to be everyone in, and Midkiller J might be able to pull some strings here for Skyward eSports, but no, he's going to get obliterated by the Disintegration Ray, and that is going to be close to an ace on Skyward eSports. But either way, only Kitty Katarina still alive. Cooldowns are off on the side of the entire team of NF Unlimited, but Kitty Katarina won't be able to pull the trigger here, or maybe he will, as Sky Horizon has just came back into color on the screen. There goes Katarina, jumps in, but no ult for the follow-up, and we might be able to see it here, and yes we do, but Obo is able to push Katarina off of Zephyr, and there it goes Infernal Chains once again, pushing him towards the center. Kitty, it has the ult with the Zillion, but it barely wears off and gets killed by X3. Now, the rest of the members for Skyward eSports are going to be coming back on screen right now. Midkiller J, last member to come back, is here, is ready, but is Bishan able to capture anyone here with these barrels? X3 left alone, gets taken out. Zephyr is going to be able to walk away along with Chip.
Absolutely explosive set of events there, but when all is said and done, 2 inhibitors down on the side of Skyward. Not the position you want to be in, since the chances of coming back from 1 inhib down versus 2 inhib downs are so drastically different.
And right now is a drastic moment as Midkiller J is being chased out. That's going to be the Infernal Chains. It is going to wear out, and the double bomb placement is not going to land. Bishan with an explosive cast knocks Chip towards the wall, but still manages to get out alive.
Oh man, just look at the ADC difference right now. Okay, it was a lot worse before, but still a completed eye edge to just a Zeal. Cinderay is massively ahead on this Kaisa. Granted, he doesn't have any crit chance to boost, so he's gonna need a Zeal of his own to make it work.
Yeah, IE still gives out pure attack damage though, which is just to get maybe the last evolution there. Because has the attack speed, has the AP. So, yeah.
Midkiller J is not spotted out on the push, but the fact that there's 4 people now here means Midkiller J has to back off. 4-man siege gonna come in. Kitty Katarina was on base clearing duties, and the waves are pushed out to give Skyward a little bit of breathing room. But NF Unlimited firmly in the driver's seat of this game.
Firmly behind the wheel right now in the one-way road, as the rest of the roads are unnecessary at the moment here. Those inhibitors are down on the mid and on the bot side, and those super minions have already collided, and Horizon's gonna be the target there. Killer Instinct's already used up. There goes the Chroma Break. Not Chroma Break, sorry, but the revival from the Zillion not going to be good enough. Horizon's going to get taken out, and this is a 5-man strong push, while everyone is going to have to be on wave clear duty, as this is a siege minion here onto the top side. The siege had just barely died, but this is late game stats right now. All the 80 damage to kill off, and the corrupting chain actually misses, and Kitty Katarina, whoa, great explosive charge, but let's see, explosive cast, but let's see if that is going to be good enough. Seems like MightyRai is gonna go down. Bishan's gonna get dunked on by Aatrox, and everyone's still dying bit by bit. Midkiller J still alive, but gets obliterated by the Disintegration Ray. And Chip, X3, Zephyr is the only ones that can maybe be able to end this game, but Jack is gonna have something to say about that.
But hey, now there's 3 inhibs down on the side of Skyward. There's a free dragon to pick up, and Baron spawning in 40. Kitty Katarina gonna use the TP there to try and get a cheese kill. Not gonna work out. And yeah, expect to see the Cloud Dragon taken here and into a reset into that Baron. Skyward, they can't really do anything. They're on full base clearing duties right now.
3 inhibitors down makes it almost impossible to get back up, but nothing is impossible. I've seen this before. I've seen a team get back on their feet even with 3 inhibs down. Now, the only thing that would make it impossible is if, and only if, NF Unlimited grabs this Baron.
Oh. Okay, the good news for Skyward now is that their inhibs are respawning soon. Having those 2 back and not having to deal with the double supers is massive. Kitty Katarina gonna actually pop the ultimate here.
Yeah, that is big, especially when everyone on NF Unlimited is around this Baron pin, and actually it is going to be started up here. So let's see who can potentially grab hold of this Baron pit, as Bishan's going to be getting pushed around by X-Ray. That is still a ton of damage, and Bishan's still trying to get in. There goes the Keeper's Verdict. It's actually going to miss the explosive cast, but no, not going to get anything down here, but it's still stolen by Jack. Here comes the full-on engage. Bishan still caught up on the side. Ray gets no ult there, but that is a huge pickup. Not a win, though, but a huge pickup for Skyward eSports.
Basically, it gives Skyward just breathing time in this game and some ability to try and stall it out. But it have gone 100% drop here, and I don't know how the hell Jack stole that Baron. I know it was with the...
Jack is a god, but there goes Headbutt Pulverize onto it too. Bishan on the front, trying to land those barrels, but not going to be able to do so. But either way, these Baroned up minions are going to be able to help clear up these waves and for more as well. But the Elder Drake, though, that's another objective that could potentially land on its feet or in favor of NF Unlimited.
That is a whiles out at least. So Skyward, all they have to do right now is sit in their base and try and hold on. They at least have both their Nexus towers up, but against double supers, it is going to be hard keeping those alive.
So far, yes, everyone is on base clearing duty. I think anyone gonna leave. They do just have to turtle up. Chip is pretty high advantage here. Cinderay, though, he's jumping on top of Kitty Katarina, but Horizon is there to speed Kitty Katarina up and away. And actually, wow, what a great sneak play there. Picking up the Nexus Tower. Now only one Nexus Tower up and available, which is it's gonna be still pretty hard to defend here. It's a lot easier with 2 Nexus Towers. But either way, Mid-Killer J is gonna be able to help clear up so many of these minions. He is pretty strong. But either way, though, I mean, it's still going to be fairly tough here. Mid-Killer Day trying to go in with the Ghost here. Let's see who's be able to do so. And yeah, Bishan on the backside trying to get the explosive cast for a finish there. Disintegration Ray is going to get interrupted. And that is going to be Riven going down. X-Ray with the push off of Mid-Killer J with the kill. Jax with another on a shutdown. And Ovo and along with them here are going to be kicked out of the red side base.
Oh my god. That's what Skyward had to do to stay in this game there. Bishan actually getting beautiful combo onto Cinderay there and just blasting him into his team for the instant kill. That was huge, that fight. Removing that Kaisa, who's most of NF Unlimited's damage, absolutely huge. Gives you a bit of a lifeline to keep blasting this game. They'll have a bit of Baron buff, but they'll probably be down by the time NF Unlimited decide to do this whole siege thing again. But hey, stalling out this game to eliminate... Well, it's only a 3k gold lead, actually. It's just the objective's so much in favor of NF Unlimited right now.
Yep, and Jack, you know, he's power spiking right now. He didn't have
that many items, but since it's late game, he's about to get every single item in the game so far. That's useful for him though. He's not gonna buy a Rabadon's Death Cap for sure. You know, it's not gonna be that useful. But same goes for the Riven, same goes for everyone else. And I believe NF Unlimited may have made a little mistake here. They should have started buying Guardian Angels by now.
And thing is, we got that Elder Force deck. That's gonna be 100% game ending if they happen to get it. There's the inhib falling down again. Skyward just not able to respond to that. And these inhibs being constantly down is preventing Skyward from doing anything really proactive unless NF Unlimited is in their base.
Yep. X3 was like, hey, where are we going? And it was all like, over the wall and on to the Dragon Pit right now, because the Elder is going to be up very much soon here in 20 seconds.
Oh, Lord. Skyward, they have to contest this, but it's going to be really hard for them. They're mustering what they can. This is most likely going to be
wait a minute. Cinderace goes in with the Killer Instincts. That's going to be X3 that's going to get pulverized back on in. And Mid-Killer J trying to get the kill on stuff here. And Katarina fails to jump over as the Inferno Chains are being able to bring him back over the wall. Horizon gets the first kill. Ovo will follow suit. And B-Shot on the other side gonna pick up the kill on top of Chip, I believe. But no, he's going to be able to flash away. And either way, Cinderace inside the enemy base. And B-Shot with the turnaround body slam gets the final nail in the coffin for Chip finally. As Cinderace is the only sole survivor for NF Unlimited. And once again, seems like Skyward eSports are going to be able to hold on.
Both the mid and bot lane inhibs crucially respawning here. Sadly, Skyward, even though they win that fight so convincingly, they're not able to get anything off of it.
And look at this. Skyward is heading over to Elder.
They can actually do this relatively quickly with the Varus. They just have to remember they are on a timer, people starting to respawn on the side of NF Unlimited, and there is that down inhib in the top lane and a sizable wave coming into that bot lane to get the inhib, although Katarina is going to get that. Plus also Baron's coming up again, so they need to watch out for that. And without any previous elemental buffs, this Elder isn't going to be super scary. I mean, granted, it'll still add a noticeable amount of damage, but you don't really have any elemental buffs to back it up, which kind of sucks.
I believe Kitty doesn't have to do anything for the bot lane right now. It is a big wave. And yeah, even though if there's no dragon takes, I mean, the Elder is still an Elder buff.
Oh, we got a death push set up here. There is a blue trinket available.
Yeah, but it is up. Oh, Baron over the wall. He's gonna spot them all out. Baron is now up. Let's see who wins this though. Mid-Killer J needs to get on top of Saphir and do all his damage before he dies.
Yeah, Mid-Killer J doesn't have a Zhonya's either. Just to give him that extra stalling power in fights, because you can do your combo, pull Zhonya's, and then pull his almost back up. I forget the exact combo. But yeah, just the extra delay there to help keep you up is massive. Skyjack actually backing and buying the Essence Reaver here. He's now at damage, but not having that Guardian Angel or QSS to help him survive these fights might be crucial.
This is very crucial right now. Katarina does not have teleport, Chip does, so Chip decides, hey, I'm gonna go and walk these minions up to an open inhibitor, but Saphir actually gonna be the main target for Skyward eSports. There goes the barrel. Jack is gonna get the finish. That's gonna be the corrupting chain. Gets the flash over the wall, and Chip had already used his flash last team fight, so there's no escape. The resurrection, the GA is popped. Cinderace is gonna come back alive, but Katarina though, there's not enough damage coming in, and that is Skyjack on the rampage. Cinderace for the finish. and that is and there is no other push here. They could potentially just pick up this Baron fairly quickly.
They could, but there are still 3 members on the side of NF Unlimited. They do have to be careful. Granted, they still have some of that Elder Dragon on them, and that is really letting them shred through this.
Yeah, this shred is going to happen, but it will be a 3-on-3 very much soon here. Killer J is going to go back to base. There goes all the damage on Horizon. Horizon is forced to use the ult. That's going to be Ovo picking up the Baron buff, and Cinderace has to die right here, right now. The target is going to be on X3. Killer J, he actually turns around, comes back in, picks up a kill, and Jack is going to pick up a double kill at that, but no Baron buff for no one.
Yeah, Zephyr just respawned too late. And thankfully that inhib actually respawned in time to save the one less Nexus tower.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, nice. That Nexus tower is like at 5 health.
Yeah, no, it was invincible since all inhibs were back up. So the super wailing on it meant nothing.
I believe Skyward eSports should be able to defend inhibitors now.
Hopefully. There's been a lot of game that's gone on. And people are starting to hit full builds. 40 minutes in, if you took that Gathering Storm rune, you're getting good value out of it right now.
Like I mentioned before, 3 inhibs down, but still not out. You're in the game. As long as your Nexus is up, your minions will continue to spawn on the Rift, push up as much as possible, okay? They're not... I mean, okay, they are brainless, alright? They're brain dead. You gotta help them push and help them macro, but either way, you know, your job as a champion is to secure all objectives and push for a win. So, next team fight, everyone is just so much damage. The towers will fall in just a matter of seconds. There's still a lot of walls that Skyward eSports has to take down on the side of NF Unlimited, but it's still possible.
Mm-hmm. And Jack also sold his Essence Reaver to get the Mortal Reminder. Really love that purchase, just being able to deny the healing from Chip and the armor pen against Avo is going to be massive in these fights. But Chip has lethality now. I'm not sure what that Dark is going to build into that he wants. Like, maybe the Edge of Night, potentially? I'm not sure.
The Elder will be spawning back first, and then the Baron about like 2 minutes after Elder has died, if the Elder Drake is taken up.
Yeah.
Also,
So
a huge minion wave built on the bot side.
We'll see if that can result in Skyward maybe getting another tower. Back gonna be cancelled of Kitty Katarina. It don't matter too much, but one of these fights has to win the game, man.
Yeah, one of them.
But hey, props to Skyward. They've been able to hold on despite being 3 inhibs down in this game, and they've been winning the fights as well, which is pretty impressive. Bichon popped the Predator there, chose not to go in.
Yep, so huge minion wave at the bot side, developing up huge. It's gonna be 2 siege big. 2 siege minions big.
And that wave is still building up bot. Chip does not have TP, so looks like NF Unlimited just gonna have to fall back here. Rome as a team.
Oh, this is terrible. I believe maybe Skyward should have put pressure. Since there's no pressure, they're able to roam freely down to the bot side.
Yeah, and ideally they want to crack open this mid tower here. With 4 people, or at least 3 people showing in that bot lane, there might be a bit of a push. Because Skyward, they aren't going to win unless they take some towers. Sure, you're winning the fights, but you gotta knock down towers to knock down the base.
Seems like the bot lane is going to be macroed in favor for NF Unlimited. But the bot lane is also conveniently on the objective for the next Elder Drake that's going to be popping up. Cinderace is going to get spotted out by a ward that's been placed there for such a long time. But either way, this next Elder might be the decision maker. But Horizon, he's gonna get caught out here. We'll throw in the ult. Here comes Ovo on the backside. Flash will be used up, but still, Eldrick's coming in 40 seconds. I believe Horizon will be able to get that ult back up soon. But that was a close mistake, though.
But there has to be a fight over this Elder. Skyward, they can't give it up or they lose. Or maybe they don't full on lose, but they give up that, then Baron essentially goes over for free as well. Then you have to deal with both Baron and Elder. So they have to fight this, and thankfully they don't have to deal down to inhibs. They need to start walking over soon, though. Gonna have Bishan lead the charge since he is the big fat man. Gonna get tagged up by that Kaisa.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. You think mid should be pushed up here?
Ooh, there's the World Ender.
Oh,
And the Sterix.
That's 2 abilities gone. Keeper's Verdict also. That's a lot of resources down for no gain, and Kitty Katarina on the side is going to get caught up. CinderRay is also going to use Killer Instincts, but Kitty is going to jump over the wall, survive just a little bit, does have teleport, and yes, the Elder has started at 4,000 health. Bishan still making his way in, could get the steal potentially, flashes in, he does get it, that's an Elder Drake to Skyfall, and Chip, he's going to go down, but will be reborn by the Guardian Angels, and X-Street though will be the first blood member here, as that is going to be a follow-up right after Bishan. Keeper's Verdict though pushes one back, and that's a pair. No, that's Jax with the double kill, and a huge minion wave that has to be cleared up right now.
But also top lane, look at that huge minion wave. There was 2 cannons there, but one died. There's also like 15 casters there. That's gonna finally net a 3rd tower for the side of Skyward.
Holy wizards. I mean, you saw how many wizards there were?
I don't know, but Skyward, they can finally look to be in the driver's seat of this game, which is really huge for them.
Yeah, they traded off 2 for 2, which isn't that... No, 2 for 1, which isn't that bad. Because Skyward...
Yeah, especially considering they also got the Elder off of that. The second Elder too, so it does immensely more damage.
Like, I want to say deaths are not worth it, but a steal and then die is worth it every single time, especially when you win the team fight right after.
Oh lord, yeah. Well, let's see what happens here, because Baron is up. Both teams gonna want that really bad. If Skyward has both the Baron and the Elder, that's a good time frame where they can just look and try and grab a bunch of these towers sitting around on the map. The gold they earn from the towers barely matters at this point, since people are just sitting on they're basically just buying elixirs.
This may be a risky play, but I would say hit the blast cone and do Baron.
Yeah, we could do that.
Right? Just stick as close to the corner as possible with the blast cone over the wall and do Baron.
Or they could just look to engage here, because they have Elder. They have the damage.
They have way too much damage. Even Kitty wants to get the fight here on top of Chip.
Keep in mind, Kitty does have a Bloodthirster and a Death's Dance here. It's an absolute ton of sustain to lifesteal with after any trades he goes for.
Yeah, I say the blast cone. Blast cone over the wall and do Baron. Like, because there is a permanent scuttle there. They can't walk over that. So, you know, they all disappear in the night. Oh, Sterix gonna get used up again. Can't be helped, right? When you take a certain amount of damage, it procs.
Still got about 40% of this Elder left, and Skyward, they want to force something here.
Yeah, Kitty's doing a great job winning the 1v1 now against Chip. And Chip could potentially get dove on here by Kitty Katarina, because look at that amount of damage. Even the tower with a few tower shots doesn't do too much. I mean, 1 auto attack, 2 auto attacks, almost full health.
But Kitty Katarina gonna ultimately back off here, it looks like.
Actually, the hair is back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so either last cone away or Versal and engage and pick off one.
And Kitty Katarina just wants this fight here really badly. Can't get it. Neither of these top laners really damage each other with.
Oh, Bishan's gonna get caught out. There goes the ult from Horizon, but that is one ult down, which is really important though. It's especially important for the side of NF.
Chip
Void
is backing
Seeker.
off this tower though, so it's gonna give Kitty Katarina the tower for free in the spot lane.
Yeah.
Granted, the Elder is gonna time out really soon.
Oh, the Baron is starting up though. Horizon gets the double bomb. Looks like, wow, damage stopped and they're gonna pull away from here.
Kitty Katarina did TP. So that's a really huge summoner spell down.
Then switch down mid. Oh man, if only they have vision of this, where two members are going base.
Man, someone's gotta win this game at some point. We're past 15 minutes.
The Nexus are just gonna pop up and start walking towards the center anytime
Yeah.
now.
Like, man, it's almost 1 a.m. Oh, Lord.
All right, so, this is tough.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are really tense right now because you don't want to be the dumbass to go and try and force something, die for it, and then your team loses the game. Death timers are colossal right now, and a single death will make or break this game.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know what's surprising enough that even though Chip does have teleport and Kitty doesn't, it just means Kitty is obviously going to be around his teammates. So Chip does not want to take that long way in and
Kitty,
be late for the fight.
someone wants to respond to that quickly, though, on the side of Skyward. There's 3 cannon minions. Thing is, if you respond to that, then it's just an immediate Baron take.
But you let Horizon respond to that, it's going to be super quick.
Yeah, knocks out the casters. Hopefully that's good enough, and there's taking out the cone.
No, it's not, and he's
The
stuck
Baron's
between
being
a hard
started.
spot. Keeper's Verdict's going out, gets the slow. Oh, Keeper's Verdict is not going to be procced up, and the Baron's going to stop. So we might see Horizon make his way down to the bot lane again, just one more time at least.
Yeah, that double cannon is just really putting in the work on pushing it. And since we're this far in the game, Sky Horizon does an okay amount of damage with the completed Seraphs and the Eye of the Watchers. But here's another Baron start.
And it's going to get stopped once again. Horizon can make his way back to the bot lane again. He has to. There's no tower to kill the minions. So the wave is big enough, it's gonna stick.
Yeah,
But-
and he's the man to do it just with all his move speed. Looks like they aren't gonna respond to it though, because the minion spawns are in the favor of Skyward down there. So now we actually see the wave building up for Skyward a little.
And it will
they-
naturally build up too.
Yeah. So this will slow push towards NF Unlimited. But hey, Elder Dragon's up in less than 10 seconds. We've been stalling so long.
And the Elder is a pushover. That goes down a lot quicker. Only has 16,000 health. And here goes Bichon trying to get in. X-Ray is doing a great job. Wow, Keeper's verdict is going to push Bichon out and away entirely from this pit, but he's going to rock back in. There goes the disintegration ray. Going to try to pick up the kill on top of Mid-Killer J, but Mid-Killer J is doing just fine. And that is X-Ray for first blood. Kitty Katarina gets a double knockup, but I'm not sure if that's still good enough. And that is over the wall. Gets hit, hits the explosive. The blast cone, I mean.
Yeah, and Obo's gonna be the target here. If he goes down, that's easy Elder, easy Baron.
I don't think he's gonna go down.
I want Skyward to just get this Elder, which they are, thankfully.
Yeah, Obo though, he's going for that mid inhib, but Horizon, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, he doesn't have the damage to get through it since he is a full tank Poppy.
Oh, Horizon, get the slope! Don't let him go!
Sky Horizon could actually kill Obo here. On maybe. And we saw Cinderay and Zephyr trying to start that Baron, but they just couldn't. No one to really tank it up.
Oh man, and this could be a Baron start here for Skyward eSports though. That Kaisa just left the building.
Yeah, they're 100% giving up this Baron. They can't contest that.
Yeah, Cinderay making a rush towards the Baron pit right now, but it's gonna be taken. And there's a huge wave that needs to be taken out as well.
But hey, Skyward with both these buffs should finally be in the driver's seat and should finally be able to do something for it. Start knocking down some towers, taking in him for the love of God. It's been 58 minutes and they've taken 4 towers.
Hey, I'm in it with you too.
I know they've been on the back foot the 3 and so you know I'll give them that. It's just still.
I've never. Right, wanted to stop games like this. Well, right here we are.
Oh,
Didn't work. Either way, this is gonna be a really good push. Look at those siege minions though, blasting away at that tower. Gonna go down here very much soon.
Yep, the almost 59-minute mid-outer side of Skyward. But hey, they finally got it down, and they can look to keep going. Their side lanes are pushing in their favor, and they still got this cannon. Never mind, I spoke too soon. Cannon dead.
You've killed them, Go4ino. You killed them.
That's the caster's curse, man.
Either way, still, Cannon alive. Chip is trying to do some damage on the side, but Kitty Katarina is going to be able to push him away. Cinderay gets Kitty with the Icadian Rain, but it's not a kill, though.
And Kitty Katarina just healing up like 15% of his health with 1 auto because of his triple lifesteal.
Yeah, the Hydra, the Bloodthirster, and Death Dance.
Guardian Angel since it's on cooldown, or that far in the game. And Chip also sold his Dirk and has a Bramble Vest now. I'd say that's a pretty wise purchase. That's a Predator popped by Obo. But with this cannon just constantly poking away at this tower, it's gonna go down eventually. Just every single little auto. Boop. Boop.
Oh, Horizon. Come on, man, don't die now. Oh, another cannon minion.
Okay, this tower's done, so.
Yeah, it goes down instantly. Jack has made his way in along with the rest of the Skyward eSports crew, but they are gonna back off immediately. This is insane. 60 minutes. And Go4ino with his typewriter.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Someone messaged me. I'm like, wait, players, did it finish? No.
He's all like, you know, this game has lasted since tomorrow.
Alright. Let's look up Gathering Storm to see how much it gives at this point in the game.
Actually, yeah, since it's 60 minutes in, I definitely want to know how much Gathering Storm gives up.
Alright, so it's 60 minutes. Total bonus AP 168. Total bonus AD 100. Jesus Christ.
How much AD?
Oh, 100.
Oh, just 100? I'm actually a bit disappointed at that. So AP get like 160?
168, yeah.
68. Why is it not evened out?
Because it's like a recursive function or something. I don't know. All I know is bigger time, bigger number. There's the Predator from B.
Oh, there goes a double slam on top of the targets there. Keeper's Burning is gonna push Mid-Killer J, but Mid-Killer J is just gonna have enough time to break in. But no, Disintegration Ray gets canceled out. Kenny with the flash stun, and that's one man down. Another falls, and that's gonna be two members down for NF Unlimited, and that is gonna be a third one down here very much soon. And yes, double kill for Jack. Mid-Killer J picks up one, shutdown kill. Oh no, and this is gonna be Skyward eSports game. Finally 62 minutes in, and NF Unlimited not able to clear up the game here, and this is a 2-1 ending here for NF tonight.
Finally, 62 and a half minutes in. Skyward eSports destroy the base like the series has destroyed my vocal cords. Holy moly.
Oh my gosh. That was, oh, I mentioned it before. I said it that, I even said it myself that, you know, the only way to truly secure a win, even though you have 3 inhibitors down, is to get the Baron buff. Once you get Baron buff, sit in base and watch the magic happen. But because they couldn't secure Baron buff, it was actually stolen away by Jack, by the way, not by Bishan, by Jack. I don't know what happened there. I have to go back on the clip. I cannot, you know, do any rewinds or anything like that. But either way, holy moly, that was insane.
God, yeah. Part of me wants to do an interview, part of me wants to go to sleep.
Oh, we have to do interviews?
I don't think we have to, but I mean, we could if you want, man.
I think we're good. I think we're good. But that was insane, you know. Congratulations to Skyward Esports. What week is this, by the way?
I don't know. I didn't even know who was playing.
Kiba, are you still around, or anyone from NF still around? What week is this for the Premier League?
Oh god.
Yeah, okay, we start at Monday 9 p.m. Eastern, and we will end at Tuesday.
God.
All right, so.
Oh god. Well, congrats Skyward Esports on the rather hard-fought 2-1 victory.
Hard-fought, well-deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh wait, that's it, Go4ino?
I mean, do you want to do an interview?
Oh, no. I was like, that's it for your outro? Like, no flash, no fireworks.
I don't know, man. I'm tired.
All right, so that has been Go4ino, your tonight's color caster, and this has been MightyRai, your tonight's streamer for the games and also play-by-play. If you guys did enjoy that, guys and girls, sorry. I gotta mention people. People did enjoy that so much. A lot more where that came from. We have more games to come up with, of course, if they are scheduled on the Premier Game set. There's also Chrome League and also Crystal League, so there's not just the Premier League and the Nightfall. Me as a streamer, though, I will try my best to try to help out and stream the games here and there, but it's more like, you got to ask if I'm available or not. But either way, great games out there. Thank you all who have stuck around for this long. Thank you so much. Much love to you all as the viewers. Hopefully we keep growing, we keep getting better, get more experience, and that is it for tonight. So for those of you that just started the week, I want to wish you guys a great weekdays throughout this entire week, and you have yourselves a good night, and see you all next time.